some fly young gentlemen. Welcome to the podcast, Israel. I hope y'all are ready for everything that we're about to go through tonight. Because we're about to go down memory lane.
Yes, sir. That part.
I'm excited. He's excited.
Oh, this is better legend right here.
He's excited. And not only that, we got a lot of great news that's coming out. But before we even get to the great news, because we're going to leave that kind of last, because that's kind of what we like to do, because it's a surprise thing. Or one of us might slip into the segue. I don't know. But at the same time, make sure y'all sit down and enjoy what we're about to do tonight, because tonight is going to be real. I laugh when you do your little evil laugh. Do it again. If you know the show, if you know that quote, comment down below. If you know that show, comment down below. Oh my gosh, gentlemen, how are we? How are we, gentlemen?
Man, blessed, black, and highly favored. You know the vibes.
Ooh, I love that answer. That's one of my favorites right there. Absolutely. Ooh, yes, sir. Hey, yo, we ain't gonna act like he ain't got the good cut too the man had a nice beard shade. I saw my man came out looking cool when I looked through the Insta. I said, wait a minute, my brother got hairline. Damn. Fuck, I need to buy my Keeps drops for real, because I got good hair. I'm telling you, I actually have good hair. My hair looks like Corbin Blue. Don't play with me. I just want to put that out there right now. If you don't know, there's literally old videos of it. Scroll all the way down. You'll see my afro. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I got good hair. I just got to put some drops and make it come back to life. It's going to come back to life.
Meanwhile, my hair used to be all the way down here.
Fun fact, he was the only reason why I grew my hair, though. I ain't gonna lie.
It was all the way down here. But I will not be regrowing my hair for a couple of reasons. Number one, I was sick of dealing with it. Number two, you know how long it would take to grow all that out again?
That took you, damn it, all your life, though.
All my life.
That was half of your lifespan.
Literally.
No, like dead ass. I'm not joking. That's literally half of his lifespan hair.
Exactly. And number three, you would easily notice the grays I got up there. So we keep it short now.
Damn. But wait a minute, though. Don't count yourself out with the grays, though. Some people can pull out the grays really good, though. Don't act like you can't pull the girl. Man, stop it.
Yeah, I got like two right here, and I got one over here.
I don't think
and when it's long,
I don't think that would matter. If you would have had long hair, bro, and you still have the gray hair, people would still respect you.
It depends on where it is, because some women love the soul patch. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, it depends on how it lays.
Bro. What you mean how it lays? We have pictures of your hair laid, bro. Stop playing.
Well, I know that.
Stop playing. Prom?
It'll probably be growing a lot slower, though, too, because I'm also older. I'm just happy I don't have a bald spot yet.
Yeah. I know. Praise God. Uncle Granddad cursed me with that. I ain't gonna lie. He cursed me, but I'm gonna break this curse. I ain't gonna lie. I'm waiting on my drop that coming.
Look, both my parents have bald spots. It's coming. I just haven't got.
You probably get it when you get old. And if it's old, whatever. That's the best time to really have it.
30 is 40 and 40 is 50 now. So like you gotta wait till you're like at least 70.
Like if you're 30, if you're like my age, your hair is kind of like going away, bro. It's a different story because you're still young.
Well, I'm not in my 40s yet, so it's like we'll worry about that when we get there.
It's like you can have the greatest beard in the world, but you just be like, damn, what happened, bro? You had one job, and that's how I feel about my hair.
I can't even grow a full beard. That's why I keep the goatee. Like this doesn't
you're
grow
too young, bro. You're too young. Wait till you get to your age, bro. Chill.
I'm talking to two people with rugged beards. Like, we're not about to go do that right now.
Look, okay, for all my respectfully though, I did not want this. I didn't even expect this to come. This really didn't happen until high school.
Like, do you remember that episode of Dexter's Laboratory where they talked about it all being in the beard with freaking Action Hank?
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole thing. Dexter grew the beard out. They put him in the battlefield. They said they're like, oh, he has a rugged beard. He must be able to fight crime. They said, oh, we got SWAT team, we got cops, and everybody. He said, why not just send them in? He's like, because they only have mustaches. I was like, damn.
I'm weak. Six Eye Gojo said, pulling girls with grays? Nice.
Listen.
Who's pulling girls with grays?
You. That's what he said. I mean.
What you talking about?
Like, come on now. Don't coordinate kids next door us trying to find a fountain of youth in the fucking water fountain, bro. Quit playing with us, man.
I'm just trying to find out where these girls are.
Well,
That's all.
Look here. On your defense, Ye Like we're not. Look, you just made Jasiri hit you with a mean, with the mean sound effect of his neck pop.
Huh?
Like he felt appalled when you said that. I ain't gonna lie. Like us gentlemen are not officially in the rule book of we gets no bitches. That's done now. That's I gotta say it. I have to be the one to say it. That's over. That's over. That's over.
What?
We can't say that no more. Let's be honest here. It's the podcast real. Let's be honest here. Let's be real here. Let's be real here.
I'll be at Bible service every Sunday. Mrs. Palmer.
Oh, this nigga here. Oh, this guy here. Nah, we over now. Like this year was definitely one of those things that I ain't gonna lie, especially for me, because I feel like my aura and the way how I worked out and transformed to get the type of way I was different. Nah, let's be real. I'm gonna be real here. Nah, this is a podcast real. Let's be real here. Let's be real.
What you mean?
Man, let's be real. Like when it came with me this year, right? I think what really pushed me, I think after MomoCon, when I had that experience, that made me push it to like, oh shit, wait a minute, hold on, maybe I'm sleeping on myself a little bit, right? So I said, you know what? Shout out to Justin, the best cameraman documentary. That man, we was all in a group chat, and this man posted a video of him at the park doing full bodies of Oh, bro, do you know? I said, hell no, I'm going back to the gym, and I immediately did that. Batman, bro, I ain't gonna lie, he motivated the hell out of me because if I see a person who's younger than me,
On the jungle gym bars.
Just like it's not he's pull-up bars, whatever. No, he's using his core, bro. That's a strong core.
I know you said younger, but I think Justin's actually older than you.
Really? I thought he was younger than me. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was younger than me. Oh, he could be older than me.
We
Well,
went to high school together.
but that makes it even worse.
Justin's in the 30 club.
That makes it even worse then. Because I should be doing some shit like that. I don't join turned into a year and a month now. So like, like damn, yeah. I was.
Hey, Gojo said he focused on his finances, so that's the only reason he's saying he's not pulling women.
Nah, absolutely. You should focus on yourself first, King, before you do anything else. I tell everybody that. But when you focus on yourself so much, you'll just realize, like, damn, I've been focusing on myself so much that somebody actually sees it. Wow. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. You focusing on yourself, especially, like, think about it. You, for a great example.
Mm-hmm.
You had February.
Yes.
Lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Millies on deck, back to back. And then when you done a video with Nurse Becky J, you went, not saying you didn't went crazy before because you already went crazy because Gojo was the one in Zenetsu and stuff. Like,
15,
you went crazy before. But that whole month was definitely a transpired of you working so much that you was literally like, damn, I'm working on myself so much that other people are starting to recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
You had it's a great example. Like the greatest example. Actually, it was kind of legit multiple times of the kind besides New York. Because that was one of the ones, because that was my city. Everybody ran up on me. And for some reason, they didn't run up on you this time, which was crazy. I was shocked that time.
I had Texas. It's okay.
No, I was about to say, Texas was your bread and butter. Your bread and butter. And you were supposed to do a secret video.
Only we had done that.
And I said it till this day, if he would have done that there, because I was upset when he came back, and he was just like, in the B&B, and I looked at him, I said, what the hell you doing here? He was like, yeah, we have to cancel. I was like, no! I screamed, like, what are you doing? Not like in that way, but like in a
Health
way of like,
is more important.
I want to see it, but I understand. You know what I'm saying? But I literally, as a person who's seen this man work so much and knowing the potential of what this video would have done, bro, it would have went crazy in the streak of the time that he had everything was going. But the main thing of the point is, you work so much that you had people literally recognizing the work that you were putting in.
I just thought I'd go ahead and mention right now that I also repeated it in October. And obviously, October wasn't as great as February, but was still very, very good. In fact, October was a late bloomer because things were moving very slow throughout October. But by the time the last week of October came and November started, all of a sudden, all those videos that were sitting dormant are starting to do this now, all at once. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, so y'all just wanted to wait. One of the videos is it over 9 million right now?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah.
Big clap.
I'm
Big
used to that
clap.
though.
9
You feel me?
million?
I'm used to him hitting the numbers. You
9
feel me?
million?
Like, yeah. I mean, his Gojo video was crazy though. So that's why like I'm used to him having diamonds or platinum
Yeah, the
hits.
Gojo did 15.
You see what I'm saying? I'm used to him hitting those type of numbers. It's like the numbers is cool. It's just the respect.
The numbers on everything.
It's the respect I was waiting on. Because after that February month, I sat there and told him this. I said, may God rest my soul. I told him this multiple times. I said, congratulations, you are now on the mountain where everybody else is at right now. You have officially built your heel. Because I told him, because I had this experience before. When you up top of that mountain, you are with other people who's in the same area as you. You don't have to have the amount of followers, but you're making so much noise of millions and millions and millions that people are going to constantly look at you. They have no choice but to look at you. What did I tell you on that Gojo video when the first thing I opened up my feed?
You said that was the first thing you saw.
And I said, immediately, right then and there, you're going to have so many competitive or so many other people looking at you that they're going to figure out, oh, you're going to have something to be like, I'll wait till he do a little more, then I come talk to him. But then you got some of them, majority, are like, hey, yo, there's a new neighbor here. Let me go see what's up going on over there. Shout out to Nurse Becky. And then when she walked through that door, then Kiki walked through the door. Then the other people walked through the door. You had so many other people that walked through that door and saw your house, your mansion, your penthouse on top of that mountain. It's going to be a milestone for you right now. But there's more, though.
Look, the work is not done yet.
No,
by the way,
more.
shout out to those people. The people you just mentioned actually legitimately like me. I don't
Yeah.
want to make it put out there to make it sound like y'all think they're only talking to me because I'm doing numbers. No, one of them was talking to me before the numbers was really
but
truly
it was
there.
but it's the amount of respect is what I'm saying. When they see him, because I saw the reaction. I haven't even told me the reaction. When that man told me about most of them, when they recognize the videos and stuff they do, and they just do things like that, that's when I'm like, bro, there's still more to come. It's still the beginning, but it's still a lot of people on that mountain is looking like, wait a minute, now you got people over there, now let me come see what's over there too.
But the work's not done yet. I definitely appreciate everything that I've had, and that includes the haters. I know I've talked about that a lot here on the thing. Mm-hmm. They don't realize that they're just boosting my stuff, which is making it able to reach other people that actually want to deal with my stuff. Mm-hmm. But the work's not done because I remember in February when everything was going very well, and I immediately went from 2,000 followers to over 10 in the matter of weeks. And we sat down right there on a podcast.
Yep.
You know, right before the podcast, we had Tyler from Modcast on. And I said, this is great, but is it really realistic that I could get to 20,000 followers this year? Mm-hmm. You said you think it's possible.
Absolutely.
I'm at over 19,000 right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll hit 20 before the year is out, but there's still time.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I said the work's not done. I can't just sit back and expect it to keep going up. I got to keep working.
No, you got it.
The work's not done.
Absolutely.
But like I said, it isn't just about me because I have seen everything that you guys have been doing this year, not just with the podcast, but also beyond you, sir. Especially when you finally said, you know what, I'm going to start throwing some music back out at you guys.
Absolutely.
And, you know, that became like another newfound thing where you got some people saying, you should just be doing that.
I know, right? And I felt some type of way a little bit by that. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Just a smidgen bit. Not fully, just a tiny bit. Because it's just like, I know what you mean to say, but it was like, what you trying to say, bro? Like, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean by that?
And I mean, there's no introduction for the King of New York over here. He was doing the thing when we met him. Like, it's just been up and up. There's a reason we keep saying that's your city, because anytime I see anything, and you think you just say that, we just say that because y'all brother. But no, anytime I see anything on my feed that has to do with anything that's going on in New York, you're not that far behind. Or if I see an event that's going on, like, you're serious there somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You know, so when I say it's your city, I mean it's your city. It's not just a moniker, guys. This man is the King of New York. And y'all don't realize this is a brotherhood right here. This is a team. I go nowhere without my brothers these days. Like, I've literally recently just been asked to appear on another show or something, and I literally said, they got to be there. Like, it isn't just me out here now. Like, that's how the group works. That's how we move. That's how we continue to do this podcast. We are going to, we had a trip that we had to postpone. We're doing it in January. Don't worry, guys. That content is still coming.
Big fact.
And everything's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, especially because season 3 is going to be freaking amazing. But that's season 3. Today, we're here to recap season 2 because it's been a hell of a season, guys. Like, if y'all thought season 1 was good, for everybody that was there when we were back in the TikTok days, back when me and him used to just randomly from time to time just say, I want to do a podcast because I like to talk. Anybody that knows me knows I like to talk. It's like Jackie Chan from Rush Hour. You seem as though you like to talk. I like to let people talk who like to talk.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, that's,
oh, wow.
That's me. I like to talk.
Oh, wow.
And so we just always did it. Then just one day we just randomly sit down playing the game like we always did. And we just talking about, we need to do a podcast. We need to get that started sometime. Just playing.
On our Paladin days.
And then we're just playing Paladin. And all of a sudden we just killing some people. And all of a sudden I just go, you know what? You want to do it this Thursday?
Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Meanwhile, I have the person raging in the chat.
It was...
those were the days. I'm sorry. Keep going.
It was...
The One Piece is real!
We're cool.
Yes, Brogan, thank you so much for the follow. Salute. But yeah, I turned around and started the podcast. Was so spontaneous and spurred the moment. The first episode, we didn't even have a name.
Mm-hmm.
We just said we're just going to turn on the TikTok and we're just going to do it. Then week 2 came along and we got Baker J to be our first guest. And we officially had a name for the podcast. And then the week after that, our brother came on and it's just been off to the running since.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and we had big names then too. Quit playing with us. Ha! Yeah, and this year. Well, I can't wait for next week. Y'all gonna be really surprised. But anyways,
not even really next week, in a couple of days.
That is true.
That is an impromptu
That's a good one.
Monday podcast.
Y'all gonna be like, holy shit. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, we did this shit.
And in case anybody wondered, I just spoke to this guest yesterday. He is still good to go.
I'm excited.
So we're good. That will be the official season finale for season 2. This is the recap because this was supposed to be the season finale. He had to postpone. We said, for you? Of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're still going to do our recap even though technically we still have one more left.
Yeah.
It just happened to fall that way. And there's nothing wrong with that. But before we go and reflect what was our 2024 time on the podcast.
I don't want to talk about this week.
We do need to talk about this week a little bit.
I don't want to talk about this week. This week was ass, but I was so, oh man, y'all got on my nerves. What did I say on the phone? When I was right here with the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, I said, I hear you, but don't be surprised if Jake Paul wins. What did I say? Did I not say that? I said that over and over and over. I'm looking through the feed. I'm looking at everybody like, Mike Tyson finna beat the hell out of him. I said, I hear you. That's what you want. But let's be real. If Jake Paul wins this, which I totally expected him to win, what do you expect? He's old, people. He's old.
Guys.
Let it go.
I like how he knew that's where we were going to start.
He's old.
We got to keep in mind that Mike Tyson is 31 years older than Jake Paul.
And he recently just got out of a health situation. So what the fuck you mean, bro?
All I gotta say is I don't appreciate the elderly abuse. That was elderly abuse at its finest. But honestly, I'm not gonna front. After seeing the script that they leaked online, I definitely felt it in my heart that I was like, he's gonna have to do some more shit now because after the 20 million, there's more. There's definitely more.
Money.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not gonna be mad at him if he fails in the WWE. Let him fail in WWE because he's older and he's gonna get that money. He already got his title. He got all his titles. He ain't lose none of that. He ain't lose none of that. What's another L after retirement? He retired already, so that don't count.
Look, Mike Tyson has already been in the WWE a couple of times, And heck, Logan Paul is an active wrestler in WWE, so Jake has appeared there too. It's not like they don't already mess with the company. WWE has already come out and said they would love to have the rematch on their platform. And money definitely talks. But again, the age gap between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul is older than you.
This ain't Rocky Balboa. What y'all think this is, bro? This ain't Rocky. No, Rocky was a real nigga. Nah, that was a real nigga. All right, that's a different breed.
And you can't tell people from Philadelphia that Rocky's not real. You're gonna.
Oh no, bro. Oh yeah. They put even though there's a statue right there, there's a statue right there doing the whole pose.
Don't go have that conversation. Better not say Rocky didn't exist.
Oh no, stop. Don't do it.
Oh my God, my eyes.
If Rocky's real, that mean Creed was real.
Word.
I mean Creed is real. Oh God, and that's Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
But nah, man. Again, that fight, I didn't even see the fight, bro. I was on the phone with a friend, and it was so funny because she was snapping. I was like, she was like, "Hey, what the fuck is this? Why are you not doing anything?" I was like, "Are you seriously expecting Mike Tyson to win this? He's fucking Mike Tyson. The fuck do you expect?" I'm like,
Mike Tyson hadn't been good in 20 years.
I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, you know, with certain people, when they get so hostile, you can't tell them nothing. That what that moment was. So I was just like, get everything out.
Mike Tyson,
Just get everything out.
Mike Tyson hasn't been dominant since he got knocked out 20 years ago.
Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I don't hate it. I'm not like downgrading Mike because I know his legacy. I know what he does. It just, when y'all just want to be, when I heard the name Jake Paul, it's not me saying he's going to get knocked the fuck out. No, I'm just like, it ain't going to be the way how he thinks.
And why would I watch the fight? Look, I'm not watching any more Jake Paul fights
Like,
because he handpicks the people that he knows he can hang with.
Exactly. And he only lost to one actual boxer. Legit. One.
Yeah, that was of age.
And he wasn't even that good. That's what's crazy about that fight.
That's because he was a real boxer who was younger.
That's what I'm saying. He's a real boxer. That's literally what I'm saying. So it's like, when you hear the word Jake Paul, it's like, oh, I know where this is going. I ain't even look at this.
By the way, Glow has said that she is from Philly. So, Glow, yes, Rocky Balboa, real or not?
See, you just look at you. Just already went for the gun. I already pulled the gun on.
Hey, she flying in. Hey, I'm from Philly.
Listen,
I want to know where she's staying.
Shout outs to Glow.
Yeah,
Real. See what I mean? Look, she just proved my point. Rocky Balboa is a real person.
Gotta be. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
But I will say this. Another thing, because we do pop culture stuff as well, there might be a lot of people who don't recognize the name Pamela Hayden.
Oh, Lord.
But Pamela Hayden is a voice actress who has been voicing for decades.
Mm-hmm.
She just announced her retirement, which means she will no longer, after 35 years, be voicing Milhouse on The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
35 years is a long time. I'm not gonna lie to you.
35 years is a long time considering The Simpsons has been on for 36. And it doesn't apparently seem to be getting canceled anytime soon, so...
Nah.
Absolutely not. You know how many people still watch free TV?
Exactly, and The Simpsons is on
Them
free
screen
TV.
numbers is going up.
Especially with these subscription services, it's like, nah, I'm good with my antenna.
Oh, yeah. It's
Sunday, all right, The Simpsons. Yeah, so the Treehouse of Horrors episode, the crazy Halloween episode that The Simpsons do every year, around this time of year, it's airing this Sunday. That will be her final appearance.
Dang. That's kind of crazy.
And apparently Glow did not know this because her mind is blown right now. Yes.
Yeah, Glow. Slapping rap bitches up in the cell, ho. Yeah, Glow. Ooh-wee.
But no, definitely congratulations on a long, long career. She voiced some other people too, but obviously most known for Milhouse from The Simpsons. And you know, at some point, they're all gonna have to put it down at some point because, like, how much longer? I'm surprised they can even still do the voices. They don't quite sound like they used to, which is gonna make sense because your voice changes in 35 years. But you know, still kudos to them because they still get paid a lot of money to do The Simpsons. So congratulations to that. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I know you don't really get on social media like this, so Jasiri, I'll point this more towards you. What has been going on with all of these freaking lookalike contests that's been popping up out of nowhere?
The $15 lookalike contest, I ain't going front. My boy Jalen71, Jalen definitely posted up that video earlier, and I looked, I was like, ain't no way there's a Duke Dennis lookalike for $15. I'm crying. And you know what the funny thing is? I believe it. There's going to be some teenager that's going to dress up just like him, look nothing like him, but show up to the contest talking about some, yeah, you trying to cash up that $15, my boy? I need that for this corner store. Get me some Arizonas and some pizza from 7-Eleven.
Oh my gosh.
The crazy thing is, that's not even the only one. That's just one I saw recently. Over the past week, I'm just seeing, like, on X and things, like, just so many lookalike contests. Like, what happened to this place?
Yo.
I don't even know what's going on.
The people are wild.
I've been under a rock. I've been under a rock. I'm like the crab's treasure. Holy shit.
And I mean, some of them are just like your typical celebrities, you know, here for a lookalike contest, show up. But then I could have sworn I saw one for a Shrek lookalike contest.
Me Jesus. The blood clot. What that for? Nah, I can't. I cannot. I definitely cannot. 100% cannot. I'm cooked. I'm done.
Is there anybody that anyone's ever told you that you look alike, Jasiri, celebrity wise? Have you ever been mistaken for anyone?
Yeah. With the beard, I've gotten Kyrie Irving. I've gotten Chris Paul. Without the beard, I've gotten Mario.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. Stop with the realization. Stop with the realization in your face. Stop it. Stop it.
I'm really over here like, take the beard
off. He's trying to picture it right now.
I'm taking the beard off. I'm painting the brown.
Put the moves in.
Yeah. I'm over here literally photoshopping. I'm literally photoshopping in my brain right here like, damn, I wonder how that look like. It's all right.
I know what I'm posting to the story when this goes off.
It's okay.
You know what? I'm done with y'all.
It's
Cheers.
okay, fam. It's okay. At least you didn't get Chris Brown.
Hold on. What have y'all gotten?
I'll tell you right now. Because I get this every single time.
He gets a lot, depending on his beard.
And
same as you, depending on his beard.
It doesn't go away. It never goes. So if I take my beard off, I look like Kevin Gates. If I have the mustache or the goatee, I look like Chance the Rapper. Sometimes I get called Chris Brown, but I haven't got that in a while. But I got that time to time, but not a lot. If I have the full beard, apparently I'm now starting to look like Method Man to these people. So I'm like, okay, so now y'all throwing a new celebrity up on the train.
M-E-T-H-O-D, man. M-E-T-H-O-D, man. Hey,
I'm telling you,
get off my fan.
It's insane that amount of celebrities thrown into my face when it comes to these celebrity lookalikes. It's insane, and nobody can even like pick one because it's just like, oh, you do look like him. Wait a minute, but you do, and it's like, wait a minute, and I'm just like, yo, just pick one, bro, because now at this point I'm starting to feel like y'all just want to just put light skin with anybody at this point, because now I'm getting too many celebrity looks alike at this point. So I'm like, okay, so are y'all just saying light skinned people look alike? A lot to, like, do we all look alike at this point? Because I'm starting to see that. Y'all love throwing that. So, but those are the top fours I'm constantly getting, bro. And I guarantee if I take this beard down and if I go down there to ATL and play some Kevin Gates, somebody's going to say it.
The way he reacted when you said Kevin Gates, that means he immediately sees it.
Yeah.
When I saw the Aaron Dingle, I was like, hold on. I felt like vocals did a few seconds ago. Hold on. Hold on.
Got glow thinking about it.
It's not. Hey, I'm telling you, it's nothing new, bro. I get that to this day. Till this day, I can't even look like me no more. I just look like a bunch of celebrities. They can't even pick one, and my beard looks scruffed. I ain't even line it up. It's just, and all this literally going down for the cosplay that's coming up, which is coming by. Oh, I can't wait to put it on in 3 weeks. Cause it's a rare one too, and I know nobody wore this cosplay like that. So I'm about to show out. I'm about to pop out and show niggas on this one. I can't wait.
So that means it clearly ain't a Don cosplay, because that's what everybody else is doing right now.
I still know.
But
you know how that goes. Proper anime. Let's be the proper anime. Yeah.
Yeah, but now I don't know. I remember seeing it this bad.
Remember Demon Slayer?
Yeah,
Demon Slayer was bad.
but at least there were a lot of people to choose from. Considering, when it comes to Don for the most part, I mean, I guess now with the past couple episodes, these girls now have another option. But
Nene.
Momo has just been littered on my timeline. If it's a female cosplayer, she's cosplaying at some point.
Yeah,
I say it's been there.
Some point, Momo.
Oh, Nene.
Hold on, Drell, you're not safe.
Oh.
Where are your lookalikes?
No, I was waiting for him to get done with his thing. I have been, I guess, almost lucky enough that nobody has ever told me I look like anybody.
Besides your father, that's about it.
I mean, I don't count family. Of course, I've been told I look like family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as, like, people don't want to look at me long enough to say I look like anybody. So, that would involve looking me in the face. But I guess what I'm going to have to do when the podcast goes off, I guess I'm going to have to put my picture up in the story, and I'm just going to have to ask everybody, who do I look like? And see if anybody can give an answer. Because I've only gotten one a couple of times. It was years ago. Like, when I first cut my hair for the first time, and I had the clean cut, and I was cleanly shaven, and I got freaking Tracy Morgan. And other than that, I haven't gotten anything. So
Tracy Morgan? Really? Tracy.
That was what I got. And when I look back at my old pictures from back then, I'm like, okay, I can kind of see why somebody would say that. Maybe not so much now. My facial features have kind of changed a little bit, mainly for the fact that I don't really shave anymore. That's one of the things. The most I shaved, I did shave during October for the 31 days for some of the cosplays, because I was like, I'm really going to go all out, especially when I did the Michael Jackson stuff, which was one of the favorite things I did so far this year. But yes, I'm going to put a picture up, so we gotta do a couple of these. In fact, at this point, I might well do it with all of us. And we're just gonna put our pictures up there, and I'm gonna say, who do we look like?
You setting me up for failure for sure. You done set me. As soon as you put my picture up there, you set me up for it. Oh, they finna pull a rocket launcher on me, cause it ain't gonna be close. It ain't gonna be. Oh, I can see it right now. Okay, Lord, Lord.
And like he was saying, Nene, yeah, we saw you come in with the
with a back break.
Yeah, I can't call that twerking. I don't know what that is.
Bob's Burger.
No, that seems to have a little more rhythm than that.
Whoa. Well, she booty gang, I guess. I remember that. I mean, that's it. That's the name of the crew. That's the name of her fans. Booty gang people. I'm sorry. I didn't know that was a thing until now. Porque.
We lost your Siri.
He'll be back. He's fixing something.
Can we hear him though?
No. Here we go.
Why is it whenever y'all turn off y'all cameras and turn them back on, the sound goes away? Alright, guys. Well, after these messages, because y'all are about to get hit with an ad anyway, I'm about to reset this again so that we can be good again. We're not going... technically, when I turn this off, they'll still be able to hear us. They just won't be able to see us for like 2 seconds. So, guys, do not leave anywhere, because this is just what's happening right now. And I know you guys can still hear the sound of my voice. So that's the most important part. And then we're going to invite here, and we're going to get Mr. Chisiri back in here.
Am I back?
Yes. Well, audibly, yes, you are.
Am I fully back?
Yeah, we're fully back.
Hey, I'm fully back. What's going on? Hi, Villa.
It's Can we play?
Let's
Can
go
we
on
bring the
these.
connect?
Shout out to the booty bandits.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later because I'm trying to bust down the dance center. I ain't gonna lie.
We'll talk.
Baby, good
We'll talk.
falling in love again. Oh, I
We'll
remember
talk.
some of the dance moves.
We'll
My
talk.
fault.
We'll definitely talk.
Yes, sir.
But I think the most important week that was is the one that we have to expand, and that would be the year that was, because we got to talk about the year that we just had in season 2. So in order to help us with that, I have brought up almost all of the advertisements that we had so that we can reflect on most of the podcasts that we went through, just to say what we went through for everything. So I'm going to go ahead. I am not on the right one. Here we go. And I need to get that going. Windows capture.
To the window.
To the wall.
There we go.
Going down my.
Blah, blah.
Holy crawl.
Crawl.
Oh, skeet.
The funny thing is, we realized that they stopped saying that on the radio.
I don't know why.
Because Dave Chappelle pointed out.
Ski.
So now they don't say it. We were riding the other day and they were playing Get Low, and I was like, oh, they don't say it anymore.
I played in my car loudly.
Explain. Unfiltered.
Because there's
Unfiltered, uncut. BET after dark.
between Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, I'm surprised it was ever be allowed to say on the radio. Because we talk about the whole Dave Chappelle thing. So they said skit on the radio. White folks don't know what it means yet. And he had Chris Rock
Not yet.
talking about how dirty songs were. To the sweat drip from my balls. Skate.
Yo, nah.
Lord, he was speaking facts though.
Oh, man. But the first slide we have up here was just a slide where we did our 1-year anniversary, which was the start of season 2. Of course, Jasiri joined us for that before he was officially part of the podcast. He was kind of always a part of the podcast as many times he slid through. But he did join us for that one. That was the day that we did the Naruto trivia. You know, people like stuff, so we gave away stuff for anyone that came through and did the trivia. And if y'all guys enjoyed the trivia that we did for that anniversary, wait till we have in store for the next anniversary.
That's when Jordan was out here. Hey, ain't that the one where Jordan was in the episode was trying to
triple
win?
J's. You had 3 J's
Yes,
out here.
he slid in.
that man was going hard. Going for that. He was like, oh yeah, yes sir.
Yeah, we had a couple of guest
Yeah,
slides.
he meant that. He meant that. He meant that. Oh Lord, don't you hit me with that shit again. If he comes back in the audio.
No, I'm still here. I just gotta get something.
There we go.
No, okay. No, the audio's still there. Yay!
Okay, yay. But now let's keep going. So like
that was the episode. Like I said, I had invited a bunch of people who was on the podcast to slide through, and they did. Shout out to Jasiri, like you said. Shout out to Jordan who slid through. You know, shout out to Usagi who also slid through. You know, so we had a lot of people. Shout out to Miles who also slid through, and he stayed for a while because you know he loves chilling with us, man. And, you know, we love chilling with our brother. So we will always have that. That was also the same podcast where we just impromptu started talking about the rules of these freaking games that people act like they don't know. The rules to Monopoly, the rules to Uno, because they make up their own rules.
Yeah, Uno was a big one.
Yeah, Jasiri didn't agree, if you remember that.
But it's how y'all gonna disagree with what the rules saying? It's in the book. It's right here on paper. The creator said to himself, "Man, shut up! I don't hear that." Bro, that day was toxic.
You know, it was good though. Like I said, we gave away stuff. We invite people for what we do on our next anniversary episode because we're gonna give away more stuff, more details when we get closer to it. It's way early right now. We got other things that we're gonna need to give you details for at some point. And again, shout out to all the guests. But that is exactly where it started with the new format. We were still on TikTok, but that wouldn't last too much longer, which is what was always great. And let me go down here because I need to get back on this. Because then, the week after that, we had our very first guest of season 2. And it was always shout out to Chris, aka Video Game Vixen, who is huge on Disney. In fact, me answering just one Disney question for her has made her call me bestie from that point to this day. To this day, she calls me bestie. You know, that one was fun. I know you were in and out of that one. But of course, we covered just so many Disney subjects because, you know, anyone that's been on this podcast knows that I can talk Disney all day long. And she can talk Disney all day long. In fact, we went for 4 hours and she just wanted to keep talking Disney. And we hadn't even gotten through half of our topics. So I was just like, man, how do we go over 4 hours and only go through half of our stuff? That just goes to show you how amazing Chris is, because she was there all day long. In fact, she was so amazing that she was like, I don't want to stop. I'm like, well, we got to sleep.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I guess I'm going to have to come back on. I'm like, well, luckily, we don't have a guest for next week. She's like, I'm coming back.
There she is.
And, of course, came back she did.
There she go.
So, you know, we had Chris the sequel. But unlike regular Disney sequels, this was an actually good sequel because she came through and we talked a whole lot more Disney. And this time we did get through everything. And that's when she finally started to realize that some of the things I say about some of these Disney products will even have her running wild. We talked a lot of Little Mermaid. And I don't know, like, she was with it, though. Like, she was with it. You know, I had my opinions about Ariel, my opinions about Sebastian. It was actually the first time I really talked about my opinions of Sebastian. I talked about Ariel a lot. You know, that's just not as much as some of these other characters, but, you know, I've talked about Sebastian a lot. We didn't really get too much into, we touched on the Lion King, but we didn't really get too deep in Lion King only because, you know, I've already got deep in the Lion King with one guest that we had on once upon a time, and I can't even get her to come back on the podcast since then. I've asked. I've asked. I don't think she wants to come back.
I don't know. It's okay.
That's a hot seat she does not want to sit back down on again.
Maybe because maybe you scared her off.
By the way, not scared off if she don't like us anymore. It's still all love and everything. We talk whenever we see her. We're still friends and all that. But as far as coming here and between that Eren Yeager debate and that Scar debate, I think she's like, that might be a little, that's heavy. Like the heaviness and the debates that we got into on that one. It is, but no.
It went deep like Scar, though.
But that was deep. But that was that. We're talking about Chris here. Because basically I want to let you guys know that if you ever want to debate Disney or talk Disney, I can do it. And if you are someone that is worthy of being invited to this podcast and you want to talk Disney, by all means, slide through. Because we can go. And we will, because we are due for another Disney episode of this podcast. However, after that, that was when we had Miss Jenna on. Now, of course, having her on was absolutely great. The only thing with Jenna,
she had on that mask.
Jenna had a cold, guys, and she was just getting over being sick. So, obviously, she still talked and she soldiered through it. But because she was sick and she had a cold, she wasn't in a physical position to put makeup on. So, since she didn't want to put makeup on, she did not want to not have a mask on because she didn't want everybody to see her face without makeup.
She had beautiful freckles. That's all she was trying
Yeah,
to
she's trying to hide the freckles. Yeah, that we know you have, Jenna.
You're playing with us, man. Nothing wrong with the troop. Come on now. Follow Alicia Keys, man. Follow Alicia Keys' footsteps.
Big facts, big facts.
But no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I remember one of the biggest things that I'd asked her on that podcast was like what bounty she would personally give Chopper. And obviously there's no biasness when it comes to her talking about Tony Chopper at all.
Tony D Chopper outside in the building, you heard? Raise up that bounty.
She kept talking about his chakra point, how they never saw him in it, which is why his bounty was so low. And this man got on her nerves.
Oh yeah.
Called him a pet and everything else.
Yeah.
She pulled the sword out on this man.
Hey, I'm an admiral at the end of the day. I gotta be real.
She did a spin, and when she span back around, she had the katana in her hand. Like, you better be talking nice.
Nah, I can't, bro. It's too. I can't, bro. I gotta be honest, man. I know you a pirate. It's all good. All love and respect. I don't want to die.
Speaking of love and respect, we definitely do love Jenna, but we do have to have her back on to actually do some debates where she will be feeling good, and she won't have the mask on because she's been on twice, but the first time we were just doing a theme tournament. So, we talked a little bit, but we were mostly just vibing out to some music, especially when some of her favorites came on. She started rocking out on that one. So, yeah, no. Shout out to Jenna, the worst generation. In fact, we've already had some preliminary talks about her coming back on. So that's definitely going to happen. And then the week after that, somebody that's always going to shout out Jenna, probably even more than we are. We had a crossover episode because we had Tyler from Mobcast on.
Mobcast Mafia. Shout out to the bros.
Shout out to them. So, when they come through, it's like, okay, we definitely got to make sure that we have the topics going because, from one podcaster to another, we got to make sure. So that was probably one of the biggest nights of One Has to Go that we've played. And we do have the video of when we did One Has to Go with the women from the Big Three. And he changed his answer halfway through his explanation.
Boy.
Because it was one has to go between Nico Robin, who he was never going to get rid of, Rukia, and Sakura. And at first, he was like, I'm going to get rid of Sakura. And then halfway through his explanation, he said, you know what? Nah, scratch that. Get rid of Rukia.
Yeah. Good choice. It's
like, what? I changed my mind.
Hey, come on now. Yeah, she got stronger a little bit now, 1,000 years ago, but she still ain't do shit. No. Still ain't do shit. Only one time.
I've been very vocal on this podcast how I feel about Rukia. I don't know if I should really be getting back into that right now. But just know that I'm not the biggest fan. And anyone that knows me knows I'm not the biggest fan. And either he's talking low or his audio is out again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, you're here. No, you're just talking low.
Okay.
I always got to check up on you after this stuff. At this point, I got to make sure I keep checking up on you.
Nah, I appreciate the checkup.
But shout out to Stolly.
Oh, Lord, that one was crazy.
Stolly came through.
Stolly?
Spicy.
Big Stolly.
Yes,
Stolly
because
Cohen,
you don't see her
Word.
go on.
Big D
She
came
be
to
in the
building.
community too. You don't really see her get on a lot of things.
Spicy.
So
right
I was
there.
like,
And
and
she did
she's
that thing
always
in
not the
Brooklyn
biggest.
Library for the kids.
Yes, I saw that. She be at the library for the kids in cosplay. I saw that too.
Yup.
Yes, Stolly, I keep up with you. But nah, because Stolly's not the biggest DMer, so it's like you kind of got to catch Stolly if you want to try to get her to do anything for you. So I was able to catch her, and she was like, you know what? For us, she was definitely going to come through and do it. And she was talking about, what was she talking about on here? She was calling people weirdos for liking a certain type of anime.
Oh, Lord. And then she called us males out about, yeah, she went deep. Right. She went deep. She cut me real deep when she said that. She was like, I'm going to paraphrase it because I can't remember the exact quote. But it was basically in a community that guys has to sympathize with a lot more women. Well, not guys, but in the anime shows, it's always underage women, which always be more personalized than it is with males than it is in a community that women really can follow. Because guys can fall a lot more on females on there than women can. And I was like, really? I was like, really? And I started naming a lot of them. And she was like, nope, she's older than someone's younger. And So it was a spicy conversation. I liked it, but it was a big it was a big different world of a female aspect and a male aspect of the type of characters that they're displaying on the show. Have to say it correctly because I didn't want to.
It was her hot take, so you wanted to make sure you represented that right. We also played One Has to Go with Her, and she had to get rid of a Powerpuff Girl.
Boy, y'all kill me with y'all answers. I swear that made me want to fight y'all. Boys. Y'all crazy.
I'm just gonna say she's not wrong. She not wrong.
She's not wrong.
Oh my God, y'all
she not wrong.
Because y'all haven't saw Powerpuff Girls.
All right. Because I'm always prepared because people think if I'm just going to be putting up stills up here, you're absolutely wrong. So for anybody that's listening, Stolly said that she was going to get rid of a Powerpuff Girl because I put her on the spot. Which one would you get rid of? Instead of me telling you, I'm going to let her tell you. Which one has to go?
I think Bubbles gotta go, honestly. I'll say Bubbles gotta go.
I'm talking to myself. Like,
she's
no
cute
way.
and all, but she's the crybaby of the group.
She's literally the powerhouse of the crew.
She is the powerhouse. Like, she's strong and shit, but I think she gotta go.
I mean,
we could keep Buttercup,
leader, but I mean,
and we could keep
she from Brooklyn
Blossom.
too.
All right,
So.
let me tell you, all right, Bubbles be thinking she be playing sweet, but she low key a brat. Like, she is low key like one of the mean ones. You feel me? I feel like when she grow up, she's gonna be a mean girl. Okay.
More than Buttercup.
I mean,
Buttercup literally bullied kids in their age.
Okay.
They was literally in an episode when they made this man turn into a glue monster.
Okay, but
And it was all Buttercup's fault.
But that's why she gotta stay. That's why she gotta stay. Buttercup.
That
Buttercup is the strongest. Not Buttercup. Blossom and Buttercup mentally are the strongest characters out of the three. First is Blossom, and then it's Buttercup. Bubbles, I feel like she will fold every time.
Are we forgetting the hardcore episode? Are we forgetting that Bubbles took the simulation all the way up to 11 and bodied them?
Even I went the complete opposite route.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, when she said that, my head was just like in disbelief. Like, that's your reason? You like her being a bully? You crazy fuckers. Y'all are insane.
Yo.
What?
But remember, she wasn't the only one that said they would get rid of Bubbles.
I know.
Apparently, nobody likes Bubbles anymore.
I don't get it.
Like, what happened?
I don't know.
Gangster. Bubbles is gangster. I'm keeping Bubbles. Bubbles is gangster.
Exactly.
You see when she womaned up, she said, "I stepped my up, so I'm out here." They started beating everybody up just for the fade. Not even nothing else. Just for the fade. Like.
Factor, she still came out as Mojojo, still one of my tops.
Oh yeah, when she thought she was Mojo, that's one of my favorite episodes.
Speaking
still.
of talking about like she ain't gangster enough, my girl came out as Mojo. Stop playing with her.
Mojo.
I am Mojo.
Yo.
But even though we don't agree, like we always say when we give the disclaimers, you can always disagree. We can have it heated, but it's all still love at the end of the day. And Stolly knows it's love over here.
Yeah. It's all love.
But Stolly knows that. There's nobody on this planet that, says, look, Stolly doesn't lack confidence at all. That man DJ, he said, shout out to the shirt over there. Oh, is that a Mirko? Yes.
Yep. Big miracle in the building. Big miracle.
Yeah, that date.
Big number one waffle. You heard?
Yeah, that date was a spicy one for me. I ain't understand it.
I know. Yeah. But we also had the lovely Summer Drew on this year.
Yeah.
Summer Drew.
It's sus. Sissy, dicky, wiki, sissy, wookie, Miss Drew, Summer. who is doing a fantastic job with all the cosplay she's displaying lately. Holy shit.
Oh my
Keep
goodness.
going. Keep going. And she released the Kenpachi one? What?
She on hot.
She
right
is
now.
on
She on hot.
fire with the cosplay. Quit playing with Summer right now. Quit playing with her. She did all the One Piece. Like, what?
She's winning right now.
Oh, nah, she's going crazy. She said, you know what? I'm just going to pop out and show niggas. And that's what she did. Yo, shout out. And the brand new car on her birthday. Yo, shout out to Summer. That was going besides the heated debate that we had with Jogo. Lord have mercy. we did not see eye to eye like Powerline. I'm being honest. And we did not see eye to eye on that one.
They had a pretty heated debate about Jogo.
Oh, not JoJo.
No, Jogo.
Go.
From Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Gojo.
No, not Gojo.
Jogo.
Jogo.
Oh, Jogo. I mean, he got put in the pack real quick. My bad.
He's not a weak nigga though. He's not weak.
Wait, what the heck am I doing? Let's just let y'all know what she said.
People say that all the time. That don't stop me from calling Jogo trash. I don't care if the only person that I saw him fight was Sukuna. I don't like him. He's trash. I don't care.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I can't do that.
I need my popcorn.
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't say that, Summer. I can't agree with you on that. I can't agree with you on that, Summer.
A loss is a loss to me. I don't care if it was Sukuna. He still lost.
Damn, the man took 15 fingers. If you took 15 fingers and got you back to your original form of your body, and the man was basically playing with you when he woke up, okay, he said, you know what, I'm bored. You can't order me around, but if you really want my help, fight me and land one hit.
Even that was BS, though. Even that was BS. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I would have just told him.
Acknowledge how strong he was after the fight, because you got to get this in fact. Jogo faced 2 powerful sorcerers and a demon. Gojo and Sukuna. And them were the biggest dogs in the game everybody keeps talking about.
That's good for him.
You gotta think of that. Walking around mopping everybody else's
Yeah, like he's just trash. I'm not saying he's weak, he's just trash. He sucks.
He's not trash. He's just unfortunate. That nigga in season 2, man, he took out Nominee! He didn't, man, when I said, we didn't get that part, but when I said that, oh yeah, she wanted to fight me then. Because I spoke facts. There's no lies there. The man damn near took off y'all women crush, your husbando. Yeah. And then y'all would be like, nah, that's Mahito. I mean, what happened? Okay, what did he look like walking to him? Don't worry, I'll wait. Do I gotta imitate the walk too? Quit playing with Jogo. Nah. And he took out a frame, nigga. He took out a person who was going frame per seconds. The nigga was fighting a computer screen. What are we saying? And mopped him like it was nothing. You know what? I love you, Summer. I love you, Summer. I love you so much. I love you.
Y'all so lucky I ate today because I would have came with a plate because this is just some. This
I
is
love
worth
Summer
taking
that day.
a bite for.
Bro, Shizumat walk up on me after this video. He said, bro, I saw this. This was true story. This was in Texas. I was with I was with Preston, and I was with Shizumat. And there was a video of us literally having a debate while fans constantly walking up on us. And that meant Shizumat walked up to me. He said, bro, I saw your Jogo clip with Summer Drew. I said, really? What you think? He said, you were mad, bro. Sometimes you gotta calm down. Cause you were really pissed about that. I said, don't troll me right now. I feel like you're trying to get my attitude. I think you're trying to boil the pot. Like, you're not finna get me in this. No, you are not. You are not, sir. Not over here, you're not. But he was like, nah. He said, nah, I'm just joking with you. But nah, I kind of agree with Summer, though. I said, you know what? I'm just finna walk away from you. I'm just gonna walk away from you because this is crazy. This is crazy. But I respect it because this is a agree or disagree moment though. It was a bit agree disagree. But I just didn't like the way of the trash word. Like the definition of trash is like, because y'all call soccer a trash. So we gotta know the definition of what trash is. Like garbato, like no.
Maybe her personality.
Nice.
Not her ability.
Oh, trash? Like no. That's crazy. That's like me saying, oh, all Mike's trash. Then y'all gonna be like,
oh, don't say that to Summer.
oh, all Mike's trash? No, he's. Anyways, let's keep going.
But Summer always loves to come on and talk. She's been on the podcast twice.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be a third time.
Better be. She got no choice. Because we got to talk about My Hero. I'm so sick of this.
Now that it's over, yes, definitely.
No, it ain't over. We got one more season in 2025. But we're damn near there. In anime, we damn near there. In manga, we're done. But anime, we're damn near there. And she's an anime person, so she's gonna stick to her animation. But if by all the cosplays I seen her wear, you better be done by this season, because this season was lit. Keep going. And obviously
we had the queen came and
come on, man.
slid through. Shout out to VIP Panda.
Hurt my heart. But we love you, though.
Panda. Shout
We love you, Panda. We miss you, Panda. We miss you, Panda. Panda.
She hadn't even joined us yet at that point. This was just her wanting to come through and sit and chill with us.
Mm-hmm.
Because she does love us. It hadn't been that too long that I've checked in on her. You know, she seems to be doing really good. She seems to be really at peace.
She's enjoying her music.
Siri, you peacing out?
Yeah. My bad, y'all.
I know you good.
No, you're good. You told us you weren't going to be able to be here long.
Before. Facts. I appreciate y'all for even letting me on. So, listen, finish off strong, and I'll be in the background.
Yes, sir.
And don't worry, we got the Avengers that we gonna pop out a show at AWA. So I'm just gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that slide. I don't know if y'all gonna announce that, but I'm gonna let the Avengers slide.
Yeah.
That deserves applause.
Love y'all. Thank you everybody for showing up. You already know the podcast is real. We outside. And yo, AWA,
3 weeks away.
big body Benz. Remember I used to be ugly. You talking about? We outside, you heard?
Yes, sir. Peace out, brother. Appreciate you sliding through.
Of course, always. Loyalty over royalty, you heard?
That part.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and manually. There we go. Go ahead and get him. I'm going to make us a little bit bigger now. But yes, guys, Jasiri, obviously he has some other stuff going on, so, you know, he was able to slide in with us for a little bit, which is always good. But again, VIP Panda, we definitely understand. But she did come through, and we did have some fun with it. So I want to go ahead and just drop some stuff from VIP Panda as well. Let me make sure I'm dropping the right one here, because I got a couple of things that she slid through and had to say on here. Okay, yes. This one is...
The only reason why I ask is because I feel like genuinely, like, I'm a fan. Like, you guys know, like, back in the day, like, in my high school days, you know, I didn't really have many friends because I was, like, one of those really shy, quiet, like, girls watching Fruits Basket, you know, Fumomo Saga Shite, Ultra Maniac. I was a very big shoujo anime fan, right? But now, you know, now that I feel like people associate the look of a fan versus someone who's actually like a genuine fan, because like people see me all the time and they're like, you don't look like you watch anime, you don't look like you like that stuff. And I'm like, okay, so do I need to cosplay every day, or do I need to like go out and like have like, you know, attire every day to like, you know? And I feel like I'm like always in this weird box like people put me in, because they're like, oh, she doesn't look like she's a fan. But, you know, the moment that, you know, they come to my page, you know, I wouldn't waste my time like watching stuff, like being in this community, and and I struggle with that because it's hard. It's hard for me because like people like look at me. I like to still look cute. I still like what I like, but I happen to have a hobby, which is this. This is my hobby. Like this is stuff I like to do. So, it is a bit complicated when like you try to fit in a space and like they perceive you as a certain way because of something, the way you look.
Yes, that was a message that she was giving out to the community. I actually love the fact that I gotten so many comments from like other women that could relate to that. So, that's why we always say shout out VIP Panda. We love you, Panda. Another thing that was interesting about this particular episode, even though I just played a clip from my Twitch days, this was before we were still on TikTok. And this is an episode I'll always remember because we were smack dab in the middle of this episode when we got the news.
Oh yeah, Toriyama.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We were just here. We were just cutting up, having fun. And then smack dab in the middle, we got the news about Toriyama.
Toriyama, man.
So we immediately switched gears because at that point, that was all I really wanted to talk about because that true legend, obviously. Mm-hmm. And, of course, he will always be missed. Of course, the legacy will be left behind. In fact, who out there is watching Dragon Ball Daima?
Shit, I just finished out damn near the whole thing. I always watch the new episode every week.
See, every week over here, I still got to catch up, so I'm not really
week.
going to talk to her about it right now. But that's because I've had a couple other things that I want to brush up on in the meantime. But yes, it was always fun. We're going to talk about Panda a little bit here later as well, so I don't want to, completely blow my load on what I want to say about her at the moment. But we also had Kiko, or Kiko.
Mm-hmm. Teddy Bear City! Kiko! Hokage! Which is about to be released a couple of
next
days,
week.
Yeah. Hey.
Hokage 2 next week.
Mm-hmm.
If it's anything like Hokage 1, I know it's going to be really good. I've seen where she would put up snippets of some of the songs from Hokage 2 in videos, but the song is not out yet. Mm-hmm. And she put out one video, and I heard the song on it, and I ran up on her in her DM. I said, "Oh, you just gonna hold this song hostage, huh?"
Absolutely. That's what you do. Yeah.
She was just like, "I'm gonna give it to you for 24 hours, and I'm gonna take it away."
Mm-hmm.
And we never heard that song again, at least until next week. Mm-hmm. And this was months ago. But we love having Kiko Black on because this was also her second time that she came on the podcast. And it was a Demon Slayer affair because we were all dressed up as Demon Slayers. We were definitely, the crew actually, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Nezuko. Mm-hmm. And it was a lot of fun, Don't let, she has that persona, but I say it all the time, but I don't care if she gets on me about it. Kiko is a freaking teddy bear, guys. You might think that, she seems cool, and she is. She's cute, and she is. Talented, and all of that. You might think she's unapproachable. It's like, look, as long as... She says it all the time. She said it on our podcast. If you are real, and you are true, and you are genuine, and she could tell you genuinely mess with her, that's all she really cares about. She's going to love the people who loves her. And she is more than welcome to come back on the podcast again. In fact, I've been running up on her about a couple of things, and she needs to get back to me. And if she don't get back to me before I get back to Atlanta, we're going to have some beef. Yes, you heard that right. Kiko, you're going to see this at some point, and if you don't, I'm going to put it up in my story and tag you.
You see my hand? Hey, yo, Kiko, my hands? You see my woo? You see my hands? Woo!
It's okay. Kiko loves me. She's been in a few of my videos. She's been my Nezuko-chan. I don't think there's too many people. She's been in a lot of videos for other people. Music videos, getting on boats and stuff. By the way, Drop the Boat video has dropped.
Make sure you drive the boat.
Drive the boat, yes. Make sure you drive the boat. But there's not going to be too many people that can get her to run around outside of a park.
Nah, like that. That's rare. Baby was running with the Nezuko feet.
By the way, it was her idea. I didn't come up with that. She did. She just started running. I was like, "Oh, we're doing this." Oh, okay, good. And then we did 2 takes of the run, and then when we got done, she went, "Oh man, I'm a smoker."
Damn. Man, I'm so happy I work out now. I'm so happy I work out now. I'm so happy.
I work out as well. You know, my cardio is starting to improve. I'm noticing the cardio improve,
Good.
and that's the
Stay
most
at it.
important part. I got to stay at it because
Stay
the older
at
you
it.
get, the more you got to keep going, guys. And speaking of that, our brother Jaleel came through.
Ah, pretty boy swag. Hey, pretty boy swag. Hey, pretty boy swag. Hey, pretty boy swag. Yeah. That was a good one.
Yes, it was.
That was a
Because
good one.
he loves to talk. He loves to talk his anime, and he loves to debate. And you can tell he doesn't care if you disagree with his opinion. Like, he just is like, we can sit down and we can have a nice conversation about some things.
Yeah.
And that's all that really matters. Like, it's kind of like the first time, which was basically a prelude to him coming on. A prelude to him coming on was when we was at the apartment, and he walked up and he asked the question about the Jiraiya thing, and he was just like, y'all were just like, come over here for a second.
No, yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I set that one up real good.
You were just like, come over here for a
I
second.
set that one real good because I was like, I'm a Naruto guy, but I gotta hear his opinion. You here, sit down. All right, we gonna have a talk. We gonna have a conversation. Boy, it was interesting because when that man said what he said about Jiraiya, that man looked at him and said, oh. Like, you could tell in his face that he didn't show it that much, but I know him well. In his mind, it was one of these. Okay.
I calmly answered his question, though.
He said, okay, let's talk.
And the good thing about knowing Naruto as well as I do, I didn't have to stop, stutter, think about what I had to say. Like, as soon as he asked, I already knew because I know Naruto so well. And that's why we love having Jaleel come through, because that's the homie as well.
Yep.
This podcast was especially important, though, because this podcast came out mere days after we lost Nikki.
Yep.
So we dedicated this entire podcast to Nikki Harris. You know, may she rest in peace, that amazing soul that she is. And I definitely enjoyed the time that I've got to talk to her, the time that I got to chill with her, Geek Retreat, and just all of that. We made sure we did a whole segment for her and that entire. So I just want to take that time once again that, you know, one of these days we will see you again, Nikki. And I'm glad that we definitely got to know you in the time that we got to know you.
You make it last forever.
This one I only bring up. It's not going to be too long. This was what we called the end of an era episode of the podcast. The reason it was an end of an era was because this was our very last episode on TikTok.
Yep.
What's up, homies? Love y'all so much. What's going on, Miles?
Yeah, we were talking about you earlier. That's crazy.
I know, Miles. We were talking about you earlier on the podcast. It seems like whenever we talk about our friends, they show up. I swear, man, they ears just be ringing.
Somebody's son get about me.
But yes, this was the very last episode that we had on TikTok before we moved over to Twitch. As far as the episode itself went, we had some things we could talk about, but we really mainly only talked about one thing because this was literally like not even a week after Like That dropped. So we pretty much spent about 2.5 hours talking about Kendrick,
Oh, yeah.
J. Cole,
Goddamn right.
and Drake.
Oh, yeah, and I'm a hip-hop fiend. That was my type of category talk right there.
We didn't intend to talk about it that long, but hey, sometimes things happen. That's why, you know, we don't always have to have guests to have good podcasts, guys. That's definitely a podcast y'all need to check out because, now, granted, a lot of the stuff we talked about is now outdated because a lot has happened since then.
Yep.
But it's still, if you ever just want to listen to two people who are also nerds, but also will talk to you about hip-hop, that is definitely a podcast that you want to check out. Now, technically, the next podcast was our first technical one on Twitch, even though as of this moment, there's no copy of it. And that was when we were live from Geek Retreat. You know, but I loved when we went there from Geek Retreat because, number one, I enjoy Geek Retreat. It's one of the best experiences that I said. I've been to 2 of them, and they are 2 of the best experiences that I've ever had. Shout out to Anime Geek Retreat. But the reason I enjoyed that one, because number one, it was technically our first podcast on Twitch, but also just being able to have some of the homies come in and sit down. Not even because they had to. They wanted to come down and sit down and talk anime with us. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to Mars.
Meanwhile, we down there having a podcast. Everybody up there, man, fucked up picture. It's just me. I'm like, oh my God. We are missing a lot right now. I'm not going to lie, but we're going to continue this for 10 minutes. And we're going to go have fun. It is crazy.
And at one point, he finally told me, he's like, I was like, we're going to keep going, or we got stuff to talk about. I was like, you know what? We've done enough. They know we're on vacation. Let's go wrap this up. They know we're on vacation. But no, like I said, shout out to Jordan and Mars and everyone that came through and sat down. We had a great conversation.
And Dragon Mama.
Of course, Tasha. Mama
Tasha.
Tasha.
Pulled up real quick for a couple
through.
seconds. X pulled up then for a couple of seconds until he heard the song. He said, hold on, y'all. He pulled a balloon on us. He legit pulled the balloon. He legit. He was like, I used to do. He said, wait a minute, y'all. My shit is on.
But man, what a beat.
Man, what? He pulled the legit balloon on us, man.
Had the speaker going crazy. You're right about that, Miles.
I'm gone, man. Solid gone.
But nobody could turn up at Geek and Treat without you, Miles, because you were the DJ.
Oh, no, absolutely.
You made it possible for everybody to turn up.
I still got the video of him on the table doing this. Hit the folks like, I still got the video. I still got the video of that. Boy, he was hitting that motherfucker.
But not like I said, at first, because we were like, I wonder, especially with us being on vacation, if a lot of people's going to want to come down and join us and stuff. And then not only did they were down there watching the setup. They put us on the story while they were set up. And then I remember the next day came along, and we were just down there getting ready to put up the photo stuff, but they just saw me with lights, and they came down, oh, y'all gonna do another podcast? I was like,
damn. This is okay. I like this energy. No.
But I appreciate the fact that y'all want to come back down and join us again. Like, that's when you know it's like, yes, this is home, and this is family. But that was technically the first one on Twitch. The official first one on Twitch, what we had, I guess, was when we finally was able to hit you guys
with the oh my God, it's Nike Finesse, who I love to call Twin. It's Twin. Who I can actually say I'm happy he's gonna pop up at AWA. I'm so happy.
Oh yeah,
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Let's go. The boys are back. The boys are back! Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to this, man. Twin. This podcast was great, though. This is a great one.
It was, especially because, obviously, yes, he is Twin, and that's the homie, that's family, but we also know that you might not have realized this, but Nike Finesse is kind of a big deal. So, scheduling him took some time.
It was a good time.
Some good time.
Good time.
But we were able to finally make it happen. And when we were able to make it happen, we definitely were going to take advantage of it. Because at the end of the day, it was just us doing what we always do. We just kind of sat down, vibed out.
Great conversation, like we always have.
Had a great conversation. We definitely talked some Naruto, talked some Dragon Ball. Because we're always going to do that. In fact, there's this one thing that came up on a future podcast too, but it started with this one.
About Yamcha.
And yes, sir.
I already know you're
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Yamcha, I only have an image of him on the ground.
The pause. It's crazy.
Pat. Oh, you need to see it? I got you.
Uh-oh.
Why you had to demonstrate it, bro?
He did the move.
Yeah. That's Yamcha. You remember him squaring up?
I sure do remember squaring up in Dragon Ball. I sure do.
Hey, why are you standing up, bro? Sit down.
The tournament he was fighting, and then when Goku he was scrapping.
By the time Super came around, Goku wouldn't even consider this dude for that tournament.
Bro, imagine. He was like, dog, put me in the game. Yeah.
I'd rather go get Frieza.
Bro, that's insane, bro. Imagine, bro, do you hear what I'm saying, folks? I feel like you don't understand. Imagine, bro, you like, hey, bro, I I could have boxed too, and we like, yeah, nah, you could box, but we gonna get our op instead. What? What? I said, no. I got these two. And you like, no. These is cool, but you gonna have a seat. We gonna call our op. We want him to fight for us instead. Why? Because of what? I'll tell you.
It goes right back on the ground. It goes right back.
That's why, folks.
You just got right back on the ground. What is up with that meme? It's crazy.
You gotta love Nike, bro.
That's crazy. Why back on them? Hands down, bro. That's crazy.
Of course, we also have to run in the drive-by by Blaze.
Yes.
And slide through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's what he does. Blaze is always lurking in the background somewhere.
Oh, yeah. He's the shadow. He's the definition of a Shadow Kage for real.
He really is the Shadow Kage. That's actually a good one.
He's actually the Shadow Kage for real.
That's okay, guys, because he may or may not be coming on the podcast in season 3. So,
oh no, that's gonna happen. We're gonna make it.
You guys gonna stay tuned, and we'll keep you updated on that one.
Oh, we're gonna make it happen. No. I'm saying it's right here now. We're gonna make it happen because what we just talked on the phone that day. No, we're gonna make it happen because we got some.
It's called keeping the suspense, and we got a lot to talk to him about.
Okay, but the one that I miss. Holy shit!
You were there for a second,
and I wasn't there long enough.
I know. Shout out to Zahara, aka Z Uzumaki.
I will make this up because I did not like that day for me. It's crazy.
She's coming back.
You
ain't got to worry about that.
Made me mad that day. I was upset. I'm not gonna lie, but we gonna make this up.
He would be our first mini-sode. And for anybody that don't know what those are, mini-sodes are, as much as we always gotta, to keep an audience, you gotta have your dedicated day. You know our dedicated day is right now. But then you got some that their jobs and their availabilities just won't always allow them to be able to accommodate these times. So we accommodate for them, unfortunately, because of our availability. We can't always do those different times and do them as long as we can here. So they're shorter and usually on different nights. So she was our first mini-sode. That was only about an hour and 45 minutes, but it was a really good time. I don't have the clip drawn up for you guys, but you can go to the podcast's real socials. You can watch this podcast. She gave us her best One Piece laugh.
I missed it.
Well, it's there. It's also a clip she put up there. I said, "What's your favorite One Piece laugh?" And she goes, "It's the one that goes, hooda 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 hooda, hooda 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 hooda." Yeah, that's how she did it. I did it like she did it. She was like, hooda 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 hooda.
She's a hooda hooda hooda.
And then she said the wrong person whose laugh that is, but it's okay. I knew what she meant at the end of the day. But no, she will definitely be coming back. That way we can have her a longer time, a better time, where he can actually sit down and have some real time with him.
So I can pick her brain out, be the detective like I am, because I am Loki at the end of the day.
He was really excited because he didn't really know her at the time, but, we're definitely going to have her on. She was definitely in one of those situations, I will say, where he was like, "Man, who is that? I don't know her." And I'm like, "She was at the mansion party."
Like, for real? Literally, that's what, like, dead ass? Like, what? How did I not see her? How?
Like, she sat on the couch pretty much the whole night. She was right there.
Meanwhile, I'm like,
when they were on the table playing cards, she was right there playing cards all night. And then I went over there, sat down, played with them for a while. Then that's when she came up to me because, she knew who I was, but we had never met in person. So when she finally got done with all that stuff, because when we went and played cards, we didn't really talk, because we were all got right into card mode.
Right.
But then when she came over with that big smile on the face, you see the smile up there on the picture, and we talked, and I'm like, "Well, we've been mutuals forever, or at least one way. I follow you forever. You don't follow me, but it's okay." She's like, "Yes, I do." I was like, "No, you don't." She goes, "Yes, I do." And I said, "You do know if you try to sneakily hit the follow button, I'm going to get a notification, right?" But it's okay. She went through and she hit the follow. But that was actually one of those classic cases, and it does happen where you know somebody and you just forget that you never did hit the button. It does happen. Where it's like, dang, I thought I wasn't already. Man,
What are you talking about? Yeah, I did. I'm one of them. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I did. What the fuck you talking about?
It's like, I get the notification, right?
Yeah. Even if you got the notification, what you talking about? You got the notification. Wow, you got the notification. Man, they just now sent you that. I promise you, I followed you a long time.
Nah. But shout out Sahara, first time on the podcast. It won't be the last time on the podcast. Although, especially now that she technically has like 6 Twitch accounts because she was having a hard time trying to set up an account to even join us on the podcast. So she has like so many accounts now, and she was like, I don't know which one's gonna actually let me log in.
Oh,
and
Lord.
We got to figure it out, guys. So next time, we told her, she said next time it should be able to do it a lot smoother, and we can only keep our fingers crossed for that. But somebody that has been on the podcast with us before already, for the second time, that would be
Kasumi, my wildflower.
As I've told Kasumi so many times, when I say the best way to describe her in one word is just kawaii. Because anytime you see her, the way she looks in this picture, that is exactly her style.
Yep.
She's always got the things on her head. She's always got the bright colors. Like she looks like an anime girl.
She said, I'm going to have some sort of cat ears on me somewhere.
And just the accessories, everything. Kasumi is like the quintessential anime looking girl. I mean, she's great as well. She comes through and she's going to know about all of the animes that you don't like, or not don't like. I messed up there. That you probably don't know because she will just started bringing up animes. I'm like, I hadn't heard of that one. Mm-hmm. Damn, I hadn't heard of that one. Mm-hmm. I can see that she's into isekais. But apparently more and more people are starting to get into isekais now.
Yeah, it's becoming a thing.
So that's why it didn't surprise me when she was like, oh, that time I got reincarnated or something. I was like, yeah, I bet you do watch that. Mm-hmm. Because, look, the isekai game is strong. In fact, it's always one of the biggest questions I see get asked at cons now. Like, if you could get isekai into any anime, where would you want to go?
Oh, that time I got reincarnated, that's it.
I mean, I'm not going to that. I've told you, I'm going to a romance anime. Something nice and calm where nothing happens.
Take me to the sports. Tell you, I'm going to the
sports. Hey, man, they play sports very heavy over there.
Look here, depends what you're talking about. Are we talking about critical basketball? No, I'm not.
You see what I mean?
That's why I said haiku. I could do haiku.
I could do haiku.
Absolutely. Man, what? All I gotta do is just basically train to get better. Versus niggas who already been had talent since they was young. And they'll walk up and just be like, I'm bored of soccer. I want to apply another sport. I'm bored of tennis. I want to find another sport. Then the best one is basketball. You know what? I can just copy your moves. I can read the future. I'm a shadow. I'm a giant. No. I can shoot threes anywhere on the court. No. Have you seen Blue Lock? Have we not seen Nagi's special move now?
So you're not going to Blue Lock either?
No, Blue Lock, I feel like Blue Lock is one of those things where you have to develop a move. You have to work for a move to be developed. Because that's how Blue Lock was. You don't just walk up in there unless you like Ray, who's been doing soccer since they was little. That type of deal. But if you're legit a person like Isagi or a Bachira or things like that, when you have your own potential skills, but you're crafting it to a better way, you can survive in Blue Lock. But the only difference is you got to have a Kobe Bryant mentality the entire time. A killer instinct.
Well, there you go. If you're not a Mamba, you might as well stay away.
A killer instinct mentality. That's it. Gotta have great skills, but you gotta make sure you be the best striker in the world, and that's how they are.
And our brother just left us.
Just here.
But this is when he came through, and this was right before MomoCon. This was the last podcast before Momo, which was an amazing weekend and was the start of something special with the brothers.
What a week!
That is gonna continue with the brothers.
What a week! That's all I can say. What a fucking week! If you want to find out about that week, just go look at my story. It's there. It's there. It's there. But nah, that was a great vibe week. I enjoyed that one. That was good.
I don't know, because Jasiri, when he comes through, like I said, before he even joined this podcast, it seemed like every other month he was always sliding through. Mm-hmm. Because if there was ever a time where we, like I said, we don't feel like we always need guests, but then there's been some times where he hadn't been able to make it, and it's like, I can't sit up here and do this by myself. Y'all get sick of me talking for 2 hours. Don't get me wrong, I can do it, but that's not much of a podcast. So I always knew I could hit Jasiri up. It's like, man, Jasiri, I ain't got nobody to do this with me. Are you available? Yeah. Like, all right, cool. So that's why it was always definitely a no-brainer to be able to have him slide through, which is why we're going to go ahead and get another clip going here. So what would y'all say was a bad intro to an anime, where even if the anime was good, with that first one... I'm not going to do that one yet. Actually, let's move on to, because Jasiri was just here, we don't really need to talk about Jasiri too much, but we can talk about Bailey.
Now, y'all want to talk about somebody that's hard to get on here? That's one of them. I love my Bailey. But Lord have mercy, I had to go through war, thick and thin to make sure. Oh, I love her. But we still appreciate her because it's not her first appearance. It's her second appearance that definitely came by, and we appreciate it.
Technically, it was her third.
Oh, yeah, the other time. Yeah.
She came and hung out with us for like 20 minutes.
Yep,
because I asked her to do that day. Mm-hmm. And you know what? It doesn't matter. She don't care. I asked her to do that day, and she never got back to me. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, guess I can't book her. And then we're doing that episode, and she shows up like I'm here.
I remember that day. Yup, that shit was crazy.
Like, you never RSVP'd this.
She did now. That's what she said. Well, I'm here now. What's up?
And she was hanging out with the crew, so you went in another room for a second. We had an impromptu run in on that one too from Nike.
Oh yeah,
that was technically his first appearance.
Yes,
before we had him on officially.
We appreciate you super much, and actually, you are one of the start of the careers of the cartoon versus network debate that we had going on.
Yes, it started. That was in season 1 though, but that was where it started.
It started with you, and we will forever put flowers over you. Thank you super much for being yourself and absolutely going to war and being ready by any means necessary. Now this year, I don't really know much that what heated thing that we really did talk about with Lit. I can't really think about it in my mind.
Well, I guess I can refresh that memory. A night with Orochimaru, or a day training with Mike Guy and Rock Lee?
Oh God! A day? My arms are gonna be so strong and sore. I'm gonna be buff in a day. I'm gonna be looking good in the day. I'm gonna have my cake gonna be looking crazy in the day. They're not gonna let me up. I'm gonna be walking around sore as hell. But Orochimaru's gonna have okay, with Mike Guy and Rock Lee, I'm not gonna be able to move because I'm sore. With Orochimaru, I'm not gonna be able to move to a different type of sore. You feel me? So, it's like I feel like I'm jumped in the anime world, right? I'm in the anime world. Let me get make sure I'm getting this. I'm in the anime world, right?
Okay.
Like I jumped in there. Is Jalen there with me?
Yes.
Yes,
he's there with you. Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Then I'm going Rock Guy and Mike.
No, I'm taking Jalen out of this.
I said Rock Guy.
He ain't there.
No, because I don't need Orochimaru.
No, that's what I'm saying. He ain't there. He ain't in the part of this.
The lip biting for me.
Is Jiraiya still alive in this section?
Black people.
Is Jiraiya still alive? Is Jiraiya still alive? Did I get my hands on Kakashi?
Jesus, she kept dodging the question like a motherfucker. That was one of the most dodgeable questions in my life.
Look, the fact that when I first asked her that, she thought about it hard before she kept going. I was like, and after a while, I was like, we still haven't got your answer. Get on the record right now. But that was why she did that. That's what we call filler busting in the courtroom. She just wanted to talk and was hoping that she could eventually get there. But no, that was a wild episode. Shout out to her. Shout out to Rich too, who was secretly watching us.
Secret watching and jumping in on what I was talking every time I said something. Yeah, Rich.
Cause y'all had y'all little debate too. Unfortunately, it was through chat.
Yeah, and talking about bleach against me. Don't you dare do that against me.
So, Rich, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to come on here proper so that you can. Because if you want to debate and have a debate like that, we need to have you verbal.
Talking about me about goddamn bleach. All right, let's get to it. All right, let's get to it. Let's talk, huh? Let's talk. Let's talk about your man Ichigo Kurosaki. Hey, how's he doing right now? 1,000 Year Blood War. Still doing the same shit to me. All right, let's get going.
Talk about people that it took forever to get on here.
Mr.
It
Trunks.
took a while to get Trunks.
I already know where we're going.
I chased him so bad. For the podcast, guys. Relax. And he's one of them that it was always hard to get on because he's always busy. He isn't always, some of these people, they're so busy they don't always respond to their DMs, which is fine because not everybody's a DM person. So he became one of them where it was like, I had to come to him. I had to see him at a con and actually be able to run up on him and be like, hey, come to this podcast. Mm-hmm. He said yes with no hesitation. It wasn't like I don't know about you guys. So it wasn't one of those. I like how he said he knows where we're going with this. I don't have clips for everybody, but I got to have a clip for him. Like I said earlier, Nike was Yamcha Part 1, but I'm telling you, it was nothing like Part 2.
How do you feel about Yamcha? Exactly. I'm going to ask. How do you feel about Yamcha?
The fucking lie.
Who? Wolfang Fist? Y'all that boy pulled up and he pulled up and blew up. and then he loses his girl to Vegeta. He did. And she talking about you can stand my place.
Oh, he's so extra. I hate him.
The richest person in the show. And then lose that person to someone that is shorter than you. That had a hand in killing her friends. How? Oh God, Jesus. You telling me she went with the guy that basically killed y'all? He planted seeds in the ground and blew you up? And then he had her bent backwards with broken ribs and had a kid that's stronger than you? Oh, God. I'm not even done.
Jesus, fuck.
When I say that this was one of my favorite episodes, this man had me going the whole time. But if you've seen Trunks' content, you know the dude's hysterical. And he's also another one that has said, as I see Glow with the laughing, he is one of the ones that said that he is more than willing to come back. In fact, we did have him rescheduled at some point, but some things came up, so we are in the process of rescheduling that appearance. He will be back, guys. Don't worry. There's no way we can't have this man back on the podcast.
That shit was diabolical, boy.
Like I said, look, man, like between Nike kept getting on the ground.
He did that twice. That was crazy.
And this man just blurted out laughing just by the mentioning Yamcha's name.
He said, who? That was fucked up, bro. He said he got a kid that's stronger than you. Oh!
I don't have it because it was in part 2, but y'all can either catch part 2 on the socials or you can go to the YouTube page and catch the entire thing. When he got to the end and he was talking about the Tournament of Power, he was like, could you imagine Jiren versus Yamcha? I was like, damn. Like, you're disrespectful, Trunks. Don't ever change.
Oh, Lord. It's the one named Sailor Moon. And she's a killer.
Yes.
Hey, I know y'all. Hey, I don't know if y'all caught that one, but that was a good one. Hey.
And Ashley always tells people, because people really get shocked when they realize that Moon is her actual name. Mm-hmm. They think it's just a moniker, and she says every time I tell them, they're like, "What?" Mm-hmm. Look, she's also one of these people that has been on twice. She is also one of those people that will come on a third time, although I'm just going to tell y'all right now, I have no idea when that'll be.
Yeah, I was going to say, her schedule is... that schedule of hers is crazy. I ain't going to hold you.
I have no idea when that's going to be, guys.
She probably somewhere in the galaxy far, far, far away. Boy, that's one of them. She probably in another universe. We ain't even touched yet. Literally, she's wearing Sailor Moon. So what do you expect?
This was around the time that her short film came out.
Yep.
So, of course, we actually played the entire short film on that episode of the podcast. And we did leave that in, so you can either go to her YouTube page and watch it, or you can go to our YouTube page and watch it. It's you can't hear it in the Spotify. We had to cut that out for copyright purposes. Mm-hmm. But anywhere else, definitely make sure you go support. Kiki's in it. So, that's... Anytime I talk about Moon, I end up going in like these 10-minute tangents, and I'm trying not to do it this time. Moon knows the love that I have for her. Mm-hmm. But she was always great having her on. Jasiri was on this episode with us as well, because by this point, in fact, this was the first episode of the podcast with Jasiri as an official member of the podcast. Mm-hmm. So he was officially part of the family doing that. When I remember, I made sure I hit him up. That was why I timed when I announced him joining when I did, because I was like, you need to join us for Moon, because it's Moon, bro. Mm-hmm. Gotta have you there. Mm-hmm. It's our family.
She's the one named Sailor Moon.
Talked about her cosplays, her billboards.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And her haters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We definitely talked about those.
We can't forget about them. Oh, no, we had to... Yeah. This is what I told Moon to do. Just do this. I don't see you. I don't see you. That's what we tell Moon to do. We don't see haters right now. This is nah. We love that. We love you, Moon. Absolutely.
We also love chaos.
Oh, this one. Tricky young fella right here. Yeah.
This seems like to be a trend at this point, but yes, this was also Chaos's second time.
Oh, yeah.
On the podcast. She's also one that's kind of hard to schedule, because I love that our friends are so big time, but they're also so busy. Mm-hmm.
But we're celebrities.
I've had to reschedule her so many times, because she'll be like, I was like, can you come on? She's like, I can't come on that day. I'm doing my own stream that day. And it's like, you're streaming at the same time we're streaming? I don't know how I feel about that. But then I go over there and I see her stream sponsored, and it's like, oh yeah, big money. I can't compete with that.
She's like, yeah. I'm stepping on your block. Hey, yo, come on, sponsors. She's like the definition of the airplane fly high in the sky, and it got the ads behind her. XL Chaos, sponsored by Capcom.
Yes, like I said, go check out her media kit, guys. Like your eyes are gonna get wide. And speaking of her streaming, there was a pretty interesting talk, especially from him, about the state of Fortnite. Trash. Although Fortnite Classic is coming back now.
Oh, trash ass season. Oh yeah, they're trying to make a comeback.
They're trying to bring, Fortnite Classic. They're trying to bring back the old Fortnite.
Yeah, I know, right? They're trying to make a comeback.
Nostalgia. It's like, you know what? We're going to give you back what you used to have.
All they're going to do is just make the map back to what he used to be.
Now, apparently, from what I've seen, it's supposed to be literally old school Fortnite. Like, all the superpowers are gone. Mm-hmm. It's right back to the old map, building, and guns. Mm. And there's going to be some people that are either gonna like that, but then there's gonna be some people that have gotten used to flying around.
Yeah, you depends on ability too much.
And driving. That was what we talked about a lot on this podcast. How everybody's best weapon was a car.
Yeah, that season was trash. That's how I said it. I don't know. Everybody just pick up a gauntlet, and they'll just put you drive a car. You can't counter it. You don't have a rocket.
I
So
literally.
how you destroy something? Oh, I know how. By getting into another car. What?
And because I support my friends, I literally go to most of her streams and I watch their stream Fortnite and I had to see it with my own eyes. Hit the ground. Let's find a vehicle.
I mean, there was a whole clip of her with a gauntlet sliding around.
But to be fair, she said, look, I have to do this because I know they're going to do it.
I know. That's all the whole season was. Just cars and gauntlets. There's no shooting. I said, bro, where's the shooting? I remember pull out a strap and then shoot a person. That's what I'm used to.
Why, like what game is this? This ain't My Hero.
It's an anime game. What is this
it's
now?
not with all the anime skins they got.
Yeah, all they did is just add powers and just put fucking special events on it, and that was it.
They went overboard when they seen how great the anime skins was working. It's like, people like the anime and superhero skins. Well, what if we just made this a superhero game too?
Yeah, fucked up.
Make this something completely different from what it is.
Turned into a Greek. As soon as they turned into a Greek mythology page too, I said, you know what? Y'all got that.
And Chaos is always one of my favorite people to talk Hunter x Hunter with.
Oh yeah.
Because nobody's more passionate, I think, that I've ever met about Hunter x Hunter than Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe another person, but nah. She will go at you about some Hunter x Hunter, which is why I think she might need to stay away from Preston.
No.
Shout out Life with Anime Podcast.
She needs to be with Preston. She needs to.
She's like, that needs to happen.
That needs to happen.
So should
you have a person with not. But I mean, to be fair, Shonen is a Hunter x Hunter fan though. Let's be real, because when we say Hunter x Hunter, he talks about Hunter x Hunter. But to have a person like Chaos with a force of dominance is different. Coming to
and passionate
to another guy.
She debates. You will tell when she gets going, her voice drops, that bass starts coming out. Chaos means business when she gets going. And I love it.
Talking to Preston, he's passionate about that too. So that's why I said, nah, these are two passionate people. Put them in the same room. Who's gonna survive? I don't know.
And I'll just say,
I don't care. I just want to see who. I'm just the entertainment. I'm telling you, I'm Greek mythology. I'm Loki. Hello.
And I'll just say what's going on and just walk out.
Do what you got to do. Somebody got to walk out with this crown.
It's like, hey, Chaos, meet Preston from Life with Anime Podcast. He says Hunter x Hunter is mid. Okay, have a nice day.
Oh, like I did with you with Scar. Absolutely. That's what you're supposed to do. He said Scar. Basically, he said, like, Scar. All right, bye. What she said about Scar?
I heard that she was talking, but I was trying to let her finish. But, you're like, nah, she don't need to finish. We need to come. We need to circle that back.
No. We don't need, no.
And we also had our man Scoob on.
White and Scooby.
And it seems like it's a trend at this point, but Scooby was also one that it took forever to try to get on here. But to be fair with him, it was because he didn't want to have his appearance on here. He was like, I want to wait till I get my system, my setup. They knew that they were going to be moving pretty soon. He was like, I want to wait till I move and get everything good, set up, get the internet going, get the computer going. I want to do this right. Mm-hmm. So when he finally moved and everything was set up, I didn't even have to go back to him. He hit me up and was like, I'm good to go. Let's schedule something.
Let me know. Yeah, let me know.
But nah, he was great on there. Obviously, it's always great talking with a lot of the homies. Of course, him and Trunks, they stay in the same house, so they got a lot of that same. The man called out freaking Nike live on our podcast. Oh, yeah. Told us to send him a message.
The man said, you said that about JJK? You barely watch anime, sir. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Here we go. I mean, it ain't like Blaze. He ain't shooting at Blaze. He's shooting at Nike. All right. Let's see how this is going to go.
But with that being said, he did say Nike, that is, that he couldn't really get into JJK, which at that time, like the height of it, was a pretty blasphemous thing to say in a lot of people's eyes. So the fact that he said it, I was like, hey, good for you. You seen how that made Scooby react. And then
drip, flex god,
salute
to himself,
to the biggest flexer I think I've ever met in my life.
Flex god himself. He'd be like, I don't even be trying, bro. I just be walking around. Bull fucking shit.
If that is you just casually.
We talking about the same man who's wearing the Iron Man and went viral off of it.
He's still wearing it.
I know, right? And busted his ass.
He did that. I saw that. We saw you. Only because you posted it. You could have.
I love that. It was funny. Oh, that was a good one. Oh man,
he could have not posted it,
but I love it because he showed it. Because it was too funny. I agree. That was funny. That was hilarious. Nah. Shout out to the Flex God, and obviously, as y'all can obviously see yourself, Miss Panda on the top screen herself looking all nice. So we was all having a great, luxurious conversation when it came to Ozzy.
This was the one time that the crew was here and we had a guest on tap. I'm going to play a quick clip, and after that, I have something important to say about this episode.
Surprisingly, I'm really enjoying Kaiju number 8.
Hey, respect. Nobody got you doing it.
So good.
Yeah, that outro fire.
I'm willing to put it within my top. That's how much I like it. That's how much I'm enjoying it so far. You know what I mean? So that's the animes right there.
Okay, so you've elevated Kaiju number 8 into your top 5?
No, I gotta watch that one.
I like it. I really do enjoy it.
I said, hold on. Top 5 is crazy. Hold on.
It's crazy.
Put top 5 against everything else we got. Like Kaiju number 8, don't get me wrong. I respect Kaiju number 8, but you feel me? It is your thing.
I know.
I feel like if people try to put that on their type, I feel like you're jumping the gun too early because you're literally looking at it as the action instead of the storyline of it because we still don't know what the fuck is going on.
But I like the fact that he's 35. We need some girl.
Right, I was gonna say that's probably the one thing I can honestly say out of all the other animes.
Exactly.
We be getting these young cats, bro.
I'm so tired of 17.
This man said, I'm 30. I'm 35.
I figured it out. Like, get your ass to school.
No, don't get me wrong. I know I'm jumping off with something that just started, but I am willing to say that I think long term it's going to be considered. That's just me though.
Green screen background.
Manga-wise, I'm not going to front that I'm eating.
The thing about that is, that's actually not a green screen background. That's just the studio.
I fucking hate him even more. I fucking hate him even more. I did bad enough. I see the Mario on the damn wall, Rainbow Road. Bad enough. Tell you he's a flex guy. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's a flex guy.
Can't wait to go down there.
I know.
But I will say this. The reason that was so significant, I'm going to say for a couple of things. Is number one, that was a big thing. Because when Kaiju number 8 came out, everybody was talking about it. People loved it. Like he said, he was almost ready to already put it in his top 5. And don't get me wrong, guys. Kaiju number 8 is actually really good. I definitely enjoyed it. You know, I might even jump into the manga at some point. But people do tend to get in the moment and be a prisoner of the moment and be like, you know what? This is so good. Is this one of the best things I've ever seen?
Hey, whoa, wait a minute.
People might need to subvert those expectations right now because as we speak, they call it Dandadan Day for a reason. Everybody's already treating their Thursdays like a holiday.
Yuck up, man. I got
Happy Dandadan Day.
I told you. I'm relaxing up. But
like, I wonder how many people would already try to put Dandadan in their top 5.
I read the manga too, so there's so much more to get. There's so much more to get to, and I think y'all gonna get to it. And when they showed the recent episode, and I already knew what was gonna happen, but when I saw them release it and they rated to 9.9 of that episode, I said, "Oh shit, here we go."
No, they love some.
Yeah, I said, "Here we go."
They love it.
But there's nothing wrong. I told
nothing
you.
wrong with it.
I said this though, because I said out of all of the animation when it came with Dandadan, that animation is not like Demon Slayer. It's not like a JJK. It's literally its own style. Like when the monsters comes out, it's black and white, and they stick on episode 2. When they come with the monster, they literally have your first point of view running around, literally taking a picture on the wall while he's running down the street as a freaking student. Like they literally stick to the definition of we're having our own type of style. And if you look at the intro, they pay homage to Rihanna with the dance moves and the Carlton.
Everybody, and I mean everybody, we already talked about it. ISA cosplays are
everywhere.
everywhere. I will say that Chaos and Sean, I told them when they did their Don to Don video, I said, y'all won today. I don't even need to see any more videos today. Y'all won. Nothing I watched today is going to top this.
He said today. Nothing today. To this day.
No, I told them. I said they won. I told them they won Halloween because I think they dropped it either on Halloween or the day after. I said y'all won Halloween. I'm sorry, y'all won it. Like this is too good. In fact, Chaos video wise, she's always been great, but she's been in her bag lately.
Yeah, with the cosplay transition and stuff.
Not even just the cosplay transitions, just like I said, the Don to Don video with Sean. She did the one video, like she's been doing a lot more comedy stuff. Like she did the one where they were talking about like the Naruto fans. And they were sitting there talking about, I was like, do you know them? And she's over there.
Yep. Yeah.
I was like, look, Chaos, I've always been a fan of your content, but lately I've really been a fan of your content. Definitely keep it up. I know you do your gaming. That's the thing. You got all your sponsorships, but that stuff lately has been great. But the reason this was so significant was because this episode of the podcast is real was the final episode that VIP Panda was with us. Mm-hmm. You know, it was her official send-off, although we didn't know it at the time. You know, she took some time to reflect. I always stayed in touch with her about, you know, her future and all of that. And she finally came out and had made that decision that she was going to be switching course with her career. Not just with her career, but just with her content and everything there. You know, I hadn't had a real time. I know we've talked about it a little bit from time to time on other podcasts, but VIP Panda, the thing that I definitely want to tell you is that you know how amazing you are. You know how talented you are. You know how much you mean to me and the crew, how much we love just talking to you, how much we love being around you, how much joy and laughter that you brought to the podcast. You might not have been here for a long time, but you were here for a great time. So I do not regret bringing you in for the time that you were here. I'm always going to treasure it. You know, I'm not going to be sad because it's over. I'm going to be happy because it happened. Again, thank you so much, VIP Panda, Amber. And we will always continue to look forward to what you're doing in the future with your endeavors. This man had something he had going on. Don't worry. He will be back. But we are going to go ahead and continue to go on with the thing because next, and when we talk about people who was always so excited to come slide through with us, Miriam the Goddess. She really is a goddess, guys. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard her sing. Or even just, I mean, first of all, look at her. And I don't just mean like the beauty, but like, you know, you see the shirt she has on. Like, her content, she stays having that shit on, guys. Like, her fashion is really good, you know. And of course, she can also talk anime. But when she came on, of course, we talked anime, but I really wanted to talk cosplays with her as well. And just music and everything in general. I swear up and down, she's one of our biggest supporters. Because not only did she enjoy coming onto the podcast, but her promo video, you know, is still up on her page. And she actually added the link to her episode of the podcast to her Link's website. You know, so that's how much she really thinks of us. And I'm going to always appreciate. I already told her that day on the podcast. What's going on, Gojo? We're just talking about, we're reflecting on this year. Right now, we're talking about the time that we had Miriam the Goddess on. Gonna have to catch up. Well, you'll have plenty of time to catch up now because, like I said, when this episode's over and we got one more having a fast turnaround, we got a podcast on Monday. But for this one, yes, once it's over, it'll be there. You can just catch us reflecting. For the most part, we've just been kind of doing a lot of reminiscing. My nephew, he had to step out for a second. Don't worry, he will be back. So you don't have to worry about that. I was just double checking real quick to make sure I didn't have one for this. And oh man, the homie Kumar. Look, I don't think there's a lot of more just genuine good dudes out in the world than Kumar. Like, from just seeing how much he supports to just, even when we met him and he just always had that energy to him, you could see he was very friendly. You can also see he's very helpful. You can see that he takes his content very, very seriously. And I love people that take their stuff seriously, that works on their craft, is always striving to get better. But like I said, again, just an overall great human being. I am glad that I know this dude. And I can't wait to be able to talk to him again, kick it with him again. You know, we're going to definitely do some content when we see each other again as well. But real quick, because I believe I do have a clip with Kumar. Just give me 1 second, you guys. I just want to make sure I'm not pulling up the wrong one. This is going to be a clip from the time we had Kumar on the podcast. What exactly did Hinata do?
That's literally what I was going to say, but I don't want to be disrespectful. I said I didn't want to be disrespectful.
You know what? You get to, in the filler, right?
I was just about to say, don't give me the filler art.
Adult Hinata, you know, with the movie, right? The preventing the moon from like falling down to earth. Remember, she like her and Naruto during the last movie, they worked together. No. Even though they survived, no, it was during the movie, like because her abilities were just as great as Neji's, and Neji had that dog in him during the war. No. And they just had to nerf him at that point. I was just here like, yo.
She has the same abilities as Neji because they're part of the same clan, but she is not as strong as Neji.
She listen, she had that cat in her. So, like, she defended her man or whatever.
So what we're saying is, the only thing Hinata did throughout the franchise is throw herself in front of Naruto. Twice. Pain fight and then the war.
She broke some of the She broke some of the stuff too. She broke some of those whatever those things stuck into the ground was. Whatever the metal rods. Pause.
Look, man, Jasiri was fighting for his life, bro. Like, he was trying his best to defend Hinata. Moonkiller figured out something. What did she figure out, Gojo? You can't just say that and not clarify. So we're gonna need you to clarify on that one. I know that you had definitely stepped out, and now you got the chips going. Fake. Try not to chew too loud. Microphone's very sensitive. Uh-oh. There we go. But now, we were just talking about Kumar and just how haven't met too many more nicer dudes than this dude, man. Like,
absolutely.
Genuine, great human being. And we just played the clip of Jasiri trying his best to defend Hinata. And exactly what did she do in the Naruto franchise?
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing that time. I just let y'all talk that out. I couldn't say nothing.
Yep. Rad and Gojo are the same person. And Gojo is the same as Rad.
Oh, wow.
Well, all right, you guys. It's good that you guys know each other, so that is great. But no, again, shout out to Kumar, and I can't wait to see what's next with him, and I can't wait to kick it with him next year and definitely get a lot of this content going. But you know, there's a person that they all seem to look up to and call their leader.
Yup. Nope. No, and they're not lying too. Even Sunday.
It's like, for some reason, he's their overlord, guys.
He's their captain of the ship. Let's call it what it is.
They've given him a lot of names. But we'll just call him Rob from Shonen Showdown. And, of course, we had to have him on because, you know, it's easy to always have him on the other side. Like I told him on there, it's easy to go to cons, hold up a board, and get to. And I'm not saying that his job is easy, because it's not. He's actually one of the hardest working people. The man drops videos, it seems like 2 or 3 times a day. What I mean by that is debate wise. He's gonna get you guys out there, and he's gonna get y'all talking. But when he's at cons, he just likes to sit back and enjoy. It's like, no. We can't let you just sit back and enjoy and give your facial expressions. You got to come on and get on the other side.
Because we showed in when made a hit on his page. We sure the fuck did. We still platinum on that page to this day.
So we have to sit him down and we have to ask him some questions. And, we can't just have the whole Sailor Moon debate and not have him on the podcast and be like, yeah, now that you're here, since you like to always bring up how you saw the comments, how do you feel?
Yeah, I ain't look here.
And what did he say? Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah. You knew where you came. So that's exactly what we're going to do. But always, of course, shout out to Rob. Like I said, we definitely, next time I see him, we definitely got to do some more, because the man, I'm not going to say he doesn't do his debates, because obviously he also does his drafts.
Which I'm definitely being on soon. Get ready for that. Oh, I'm looking forward to that one.
He loves throwing those one-liners out there.
Oh, no, I can't wait to go to war.
If you say something that he don't agree with, he's good at going, oh, that's crazy.
That's why we got Sunday.
And they're always going to challenge each other. Like, those two are like a real good duo. Like, they...
He said, wait, what did you say?
They bounce off of each other very well.
Boy, when I heard him, this is how you know, Ron. I say, wait, what did you say? Huh? Yeah. Like, he be chilling it, boy. He sits up. It's a different story.
There's been times I said things, he's like, what? And I'm like, nah, you misheard what I said, bro. Like, listen to everything. Listen to everything.
Okay. Nah, yeah. He gonna hit you with the smile. Yeah. And his brain, yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Queen Kiki.
Oh, Kiki, you so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Kiki.
She is another that was on that long list of, it was hard to get this booked, but I'm so glad that we did. Because she even told me, she's like, look, the best way to get me, I have to run up on her at the club. And then she was like, look, you got my attention now. Put the date down in my DM. I promise I'll see it. And I did, and she's like, we're good. And she enjoyed it. You'll see at the end of the podcast, it's still on there again. Go to our socials. She said she was worried about the type of podcast it was going to be, but was very relieved and happy when she found out that, we vibed. Of course, we did some debates.
Of course.
But there was a lot of vibe. Because, of course, we can't talk about Kiki without talking about like what she's wearing in this photo here. Kiki's attire. By the way, guys, you need to go buy some Kiki's attire. Her stuff never lasts forever. When it's gone, it's gone.
Yep.
So if you go in there and you see something you like, just go ahead and put it in your cart and send it out.
And ever.
Yeah, even if you beg her like Keith Sweat, she won't bring it back. So, but no, like, shout out to her, because she didn't have to do that, but, Kiki loves us. So, she was more than happy to come on. Somebody she doesn't love, though, so that goes to our next clip.
Yep.
They've seen those Tony Chopper visuals.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Chopper. I could care less about Chopper. I actually hate him, so.
They just know what
flips the weapon.
No, wait, hold on.
I heard her like
I need her to say that again.
I heard her.
I do not like Chopper. I think he's incredibly annoying.
Like, literally, like, what, 90% of the female anime One Piece lover fans that I know always say that Chopper is best boy.
I hate Chopper.
Oh, you hate him.
Chopper, I'm like, please grow up. Like, I get it, you're like a child, but please grow up. Like, get with the program. Stop hiding behind stuff. Grow up. The way he, like, starts cheesing every time somebody's like, oh, you're so cute. And I'm like, please stop. Maybe he'll have, like, some arc where he, like, is, like, that guy during the arc and, like, they up his bounty or whatever the fuck and, like, he just becomes, like, an amazing character. But until then, I'm just...
Not even what he did in
he's
Wano.
kind of there.
Not even what he did in Wano.
No.
Damn!
That man did a lot. That man did a lot in
Not
Wano.
even what he did in Wano? No.
Damn. And he did a lot in Wano.
Yeah. I'm actually currently rewatching Wano right now, only because like I say, with One Piece, I do this with some other animes too, but with One Piece, I like to watch it from all avenues. And obviously, when Wano went through, I read the manga first, because the manga obviously was way ahead of the anime. So I read through Wano, then I watched through Wano in Japanese. Now I'm rewatching it English dub.
Rewatching One Piece? Yeah, I did. I went back to the past and I called this man one time and said, there are a couple of things I have noticed that is going to happen in the future by rewatching the entire thing. And I'm still going to say it. Fishman Island is definitely going to play a big role in this. Still calling
Yes, rewatching. I'm rewatching Wano English dub because I hadn't seen it English dub yet. I read the manga. I saw it Japanese. I'm not a man with spare time. No. If I had spare time, I would be done with it. I'm not. I'm not even close.
We working too much right now.
I mean, I usually have a little time to maybe slide in about 3 or 4 episodes a day. In fact, when this podcast is over, I'm probably going to slide in like 3 or 4 before I lay it down. But no, we got stuff to do. Just because we say, look, sometimes it's hard to find out how we balance a lot of the things that we do. Because I know there's a lot of people that are busy and then they say, well, I don't really have time for anime and stuff. It's like, well, I decided to take on the responsibility to do a podcast. And I can't do a podcast if I don't watch a lot of anime. In fact, I'm going to be watching even more because in season 3, I definitely want to continue to broaden the horizon of the different variety of anime that we talk about on this thing. So that's what we do here. So yes, Gojo, I am rewatching One Piece. Build some YouTube videos with these reviews. Maybe one day. I know a lot of people do reviews. Sometimes I always say it's oversaturated, but you know, I did have a friend tell me one time that there could be a really good market in doing that and thinks that I could do a really good job at that. That friend would be my senpai. And if she thinks something could be a good idea, I'm always going to listen. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, she has a plaque.
Yep.
And, you know, if you have a plaque, I'm going to listen to you.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Oh, Lord.
And with Rob, it was so nice he had to do it twice.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a fast turnaround, too. But this time, he was not alone. Because the original plan was to have the duo, and we had the duo. That was a fun one.
Yeah, we really didn't say much. It was more of them.
Which is good, because a lot of people will tell you the hosts aren't supposed to say that much. That's what the guests are for. So you know what? Sit back and go. Especially when you have everybody there. Especially with them two, because them two right there, you know, realistically, they could host their own podcast if they felt like it. I know they like to do like the panels together and all of that stuff, but if they really, and they got a lot going on too, but if they ever really want to dedicate their time and just start their own podcast, they could do it, just not on the same night as us.
This go. Keep going.
What do you mean keep going? Now we can run the clip I was going to run earlier. What would y'all say was a bad intro to an anime, where even if the anime was good, but that first one didn't really do it?
Probably Free Run.
You said Free Run?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Get him! Get him! Don't let him go! Get him!
Free Run has a slow start. Free Run has a slow start for sure.
What?
Yes,
Free Run, I was hooked from jump, bro.
I understand. It's not like action packed, you know.
No, of course not.
But like it definitely set the scene. It like one of the things that we because the major theme is time, right? And seeing that, you know, Free Run is 1,000 years old and she's seeing like all her friends like pass away and figuring out how to you know move through life and see what the meaning is, because she values, you know, a human life way less than obviously we care about. But seeing that, like, that was set from episode 1. So
I feel like that was portrayed over the first 5 or 6 episodes, but I feel like episode 1, you didn't know. Like for me, when I watched episode 1, you thought it was like, okay, Fearan and the party of heroes are gonna go on another mission after this main mission of killing the Demon King. Cool. But you didn't. I couldn't tell it was a timepiece, and that she'd be like evolving through the ages until like episode 2, like 3 or 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like when they get their disagreements, but like I said, Rob is good at that. If you just say something he don't agree with, he
gonna set up.
Oh, that's crazy. What you say? What? Like I said, it ain't quite the way he reacts when he hears people say things when he's behind the billboard at cons.
Big ass expression.
He definitely instigates with his expressions.
His biggest expression.
Those "oh no he didn't" expressions. Shout out to Rob, man. Shout out to Sunday.
That's my boy, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to Unc. Shout out to Rob, man.
And this, like I said, this was one of the favorites because the debates were there, and everybody, especially those two, they had a lot to say. And I made a mistake. I said the word "mama" around Gojo.
Yeah.
And we know how he is. that was my bad. I should have done that. But then we had the family on. Mom and Pops came through. Mostly Mom because Pops was doing some stuff.
Yeah, Pops was there for a little bit and then accidentally. It wasn't even his fault. It was more of like, I think the phone had disconnected and then he texted me after that. So.
No, he came back and then he was gone again. And then at one point he had texted me, but I didn't get it till after. He was like, "Hey, send me another invite." But it didn't matter because remember every time he got off, she would call him. But I think she couldn't really reach him anymore. I think his phone might have died.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. But it was good for the time that he was on. He was able to get out what he needed to get out. It's fine because we had Mama Steph. And, that's where we got to get a lot of information about the future of Trap Sushi. And where she told us, for the first time anywhere, on our podcast, that they were looking to possibly hold Trap Sushi at the con. And now information has come out that they are holding Trap Sushi at the con.
On a Friday night.
On a Friday.
It's Friday.
Dun, dun, dun,
and
dun,
I'm
dun.
gonna party
to get my groove on.
Get my groove on. And that's why I'm gonna wear my good looking clothes from the head to the bottom. Oh, yeah. With my special cosplay. Hope it gets here on time. All right.
Listen to your blues.
It's Friday.
But with that being said, we're going to listen to Mama Steph talk a little bit about Itachi.
The one that's literally going viral now.
She said Itachi was written better than Sasuke.
He was. When I finally time to binge watch all of Naruto, like I had already seen like all the opinions, like everybody, oh my god, I love Sasuke, Sasuke this, Sasuke that, and then finally when I watched it, I said, this is a nigga y'all been crashing out over? This emo ass bitch? Okay, sure, I get it. Like your whole clan was like murdered or whatever, but like. He was protected, I feel like, by a lot of plot armor. I feel like Sasuke was not that great of, like, a written character. I definitely feel like his brother had more depth. Like, I feel like Itachi had better character depth. Like, I mean, I really liked him as a character. Like, he was good. Sasuke was just... I don't know, man. And then when it got to, like, the last Shinobi War, and this nigga was, like, had, dipped off, treason, all that... And then he come back on some, I too want to be Hokage, bro. I almost punched my fucking screen.
And nobody did not disagree with her in the comments. They all agree with her.
Yes, most. There are a couple that are on the Sasuke train, not many. But yes, that one is actually currently getting some traction out of nowhere.
Oh, like Myers?
And I love it.
Like Myers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Myers a big guy. That's a big Sasuke. He no matter what Sasuke done, he never wrong. He never wrong.
Sasuke did nothing wrong.
He never wrong.
Yes, now that one, but yes, a lot of people, obviously, boy, look, like we've heard a lot of Sakura slander throughout time, but seeing the people just slandering Sasuke was just like, man.
Mm-hmm. I know. What's the name? Shit, Nike don't like Sasuke either. With a burning passion. I mean, a burning passion. There's a clip going around here with what he said about Sasuke. He was like, oh, no, don't bring him up. You talking about the man. Yeah. Oh, we was at New York about it. When the homeboy asked him that question, he was like, he said, hey, what is your hot take about something? And he was just like, oh, yeah, Sasuke never won a fight. And I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the one right there. That's going to do it. People love Eren Yeager, but hate Sasuke. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you're not lying. It's the truth. I don't like him, but yeah.
I mean, most people like Eren because they think he's pretty.
Eren's the definition of he never done nothing wrong, I guess. That's one of them. Eren's that definition of he never done nothing wrong.
Yeah, but get mad at me when I say Gabby did nothing wrong. Yeah. But that's just the hypocriticalness of...
And I went to TikTok jail for saying that. So, no, never again. I know, right? Wasn't that good times? And, of course, then Becky of all J's. The nurse.
Hello, nurse.
Mm-hmm. How many Pokemons are you going to heal today?
Well, I can tell you one thing. We will not be playing a clip from that podcast because I'm not trying to get banned off of Twitch. And if you've gone to the comments on that video, yeah. Don't get me wrong. This one's getting a lot of traction too. I think it's at like 50,000. And over 100 people voted on their favorite Scooby-Doo theme. But there are a couple of people that are now starting to slide in being men.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just the word. I heard that multiple times before, but boy, that's just the word now, huh? Yeah. We don't even say goddamn no more.
No, it's shorten it now.
Yeah. Like a heart attack. Yeah.
Look, exactly. But no, obviously I enjoyed having Nurse J. Becky on for obvious reasons. Number one. And of course, number two, because not only does she like her anime, but Nurse J. Becky is also really big into old school, just like I am, because we're around the same age. And she can talk cartoons all day. She loves nostalgia. You know, one of the best moments me and her ever had was at Dragon Con when we ran into the giant Gumby and we both just broke out into the theme song. And I was like, yeah, I gotta take a picture with this Gumby. And that was the moment I realized, oh man, yeah, she is old school for real. And that was the moment I'm like, yeah, you. That's nice. That's nice. Obviously, we've done a lot of content together. There's a lot more content to come. It is not over. Tune in to Anime Week in Atlanta. You will see more content
in 3 weeks
from me and Nurse J. Becky. But yes, that one was also a long time coming. She was supposed to come on earlier in the year. Things happened. But she was always going to come through and slide with us. It's like she's going to come back. Although I don't know when that will be, because you talk about people that are busy.
Yep.
She is busy. And she just took on more. Yes, Gojo, she is a real nurse. That is not just a moniker. But yeah, she has brought on a lot of extra stuff on her plate. So her availability is going to be very spotty. And she told me that her availability is going to be very spotty in 2025. We'll still find time, though. She already said that as well. So we're definitely going to find time. But like I said, no clip. Because no clip.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gyat, we ended with Manga Mama Perry, who I said she's got to come on here because that is her thing. She owns up to it. That's why she laughed. She said, "I'm gonna lean into it." You know, just making sure that wasn't anything. Oh, never did see that text from Jasiri, so I guess I should have known he was going to leave when he was going to leave. But he knows we probably weren't going to see it because we're on here. Well, anyway, Manga Mama Perry, she was probably one of the most informative. Yes, Mama Manga Perry was so intelligent, as Gojo said, because she's a talent manager.
Mm-hmm.
And just 10 minutes of listening to her talk, I felt like I learned so much. You could tell she's an engineer and a talent manager because she sounded so much like she knew what she was talking about.
In fact, she kept leaning on us, trying to be like, "What's your life story? What about it?
Oh, she definitely tried to turn into the host.
Oh no, you will not. Not over here while you're sitting on a boiling hot seat."
But I also think that that's the talent manager in her because, I mean, she was basically like, so what are you guys into? What do you guys like? What are your hopes and dreams and fears? What do you guys like to do? What kind of content do you like? Like, part of me feels like, you know, she just likes to know those things because it's natural to her. Because at the end of the day, you know, she genuinely likes us. So she wants to get to know us a lot better.
Yeah,
and
Vegas.
At the end of the day, she's also a talent manager. So it would also behoove her to try to find out what people's talents are.
Yeah.
Just in case she wants to take somebody else on.
Right.
So she's always got to do her due diligence. But no, she also says she doesn't like talking about herself. But it doesn't matter. You come on here, we're going to talk. You don't even have to talk about yourself because we'll do it for you. You know, that's why we have the segments that we have on here because we're going to hype up our friends. Mm-hmm. And Perry, you know that now. So the next time you come on, because she said she will be coming back through here as well, she will know that she can be better prepared. And it can be a whole lot better. Like I said, next time, we got to make it a family affair. We got to have a few of them on, make it a big thing, and we can make a really big show about it. But, of course, absolutely loved having you on, Perry. Can't wait to do that again. But, of course, you was the most recent one because that one was last week. So, of course, we don't have as much to say about that one as we would the others. But, yeah, for the time being, that is, as we will say, our year that was, our season 2. We are going to be coming down to a close, like I said again, just coming up in a few short days. We are going to have our season finale. And then after that, we're going on hiatus until January.
Goddamn right.
Does that
mean... You goddamn right. Deserved it. Fuck you talking about. I love you guys. Let me hold up. This is a podcast real now. Let's keep it a band here. We've been working. Alright? We were working this entire goddamn year. The cons, the content, the recording, scheduling, plotting, talk. We've been doing it. Alright?
I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. This is our 34th episode of the podcast is real this year. 34. Only the 30th as actual episodes because we had mini-sodes. 4 of them were mini-sodes, but still, that was still work that we had to come on here and do. That was still time, prep time that I had to put in building a show. That was still more guests that we had to have come on that was nice enough to come on and help make our podcast better going back and forth. But yes, just like any TV show that goes off in even One Piece is in hiatus, guys. If they can go on hiatus, so can we.
They going for 6 months. Bro, look here. Listen to me. Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. After this one that's coming up next week, we are literally giving y'all one of the greatest, hottest seats of one of the hottest podcasts, all right? After this one, you have no choice to be like, yeah, they deserve it. Because the fact of how we even got this one specific person was on there was even insane. So when y'all have this conversation, when y'all get this, y'all gonna be like, good, go on your break. We deserve it. Because you know what's funny? When December starts, we got so much shit to do. And it ain't even podcast related.
No.
It's not even podcast related.
Now, with that being said, because we also realized that a lot of you guys were gracious enough to sub to our Twitch channel, it would be kind of a shame to just let an entire month go by and we're giving you nothing. So does that mean that nothing's going to show up on here? Absolutely not. I'm just not going to take the time to be inviting guests and spending the hours that I do building shows, putting things together, researching guests, writing things, coming up with topics, all of that stuff. But gaming, you never know when we may pop up gaming on this channel between now and then. So we're still going to make sure there's still some content on here. They just won't be podcasts, but you might see some gaming. Again, we got to jump back on Turtles.
Okay.
So that's one.
I got Shadow to talk to.
And that too. So we will be here.
What's crazy is I bought it. I still haven't played it. Because I've been so busy. Exactly. Exactly. I want to play this game. And I can't even play it because I'm so fucking busy. Because as soon as I go out of this podcast, I go home. I got to wake up at 7 o'clock to get to work. But we deserve this. We worked so hard this entire year. We have done so much that I deserve to enjoy what December is going to bring.
And most importantly, we thank everybody that has stuck with us through the entire season, even the ones that actually stayed from the transition from TikTok over to Twitch. Yes, we have 9 to 5s, Gojo. We definitely appreciate people like Gojo that ever since we've come over to Twitch, he's been here every week. So we appreciate the dedicated ones. We appreciate the ones that we know are lurking right now, because I know we got dedicated ones that never say anything, but they're here, or they might say something at the end and let you know, hey, man, we've been here the whole time. We appreciate you guys as well. But with everything has to grow and everything has to evolve. I am always looking to grow and evolve. Just like when season 1 was on one platform, season 2 was on another platform. Halfway through here, we switched up the format. We got more formats to add. We got surprises coming in season 3 that I said we could implement them now. But no, we're season 2's basically over. We're going to wait and implement them in season 3. We're going to have better equipment, some of the stuff. And this is also going to give me a time to reflect on the old podcast, see what worked, what didn't work, all the stuff. Because we're always going to continue growing and getting better for you guys. Bigger and better guests. Some of the old guests are going to continue to come back. It is going to be great. And this has been an amazing, amazing season with still one more episode to go. So you guys will definitely have to tune into that. But before I tell my sir over here to send us out of here, was there any news or anything that you wanted to say?
Absolutely. 3 weeks away, we're having a fucking VMV that's going to be fucking spicy. Yes. That's what I've been wanting to wait to say the entire time. Yes! Everything! Yes, December. Again, y'all not understanding. This is why I say that we deserve this. Because not only we are working so much money to put in this one big event that is going to be a week. We're doing a week of production, partying, prize giveaways, invite only.
That part.
And we have so much things that are going on too. And not only that, we are working with other great business people that we're having behind closed doors that y'all not even knowing about. And that's why I'm just like, bro, because I made a post literally a couple of days ago. And I tag all of my friends in it. Because I legit do miss them. Because that's how much we've been working. I have been working so much that I never even have time to stream like I want to anymore with the friends that I absolutely play in the gaming community. That's how much dedication and content creator life that I have put myself into this entire year. And I ain't gonna say me, I mean just us. Put ourselves in so much. December is the time where we're going to enjoy One Good Friends. We're going to enjoy Our Good Week.
Yeah.
And then we're going to enjoy Anime House.
Yeah.
So much. And I definitely want to say that I am very proud of us, of how much dedication we stuck to this, and how much growth we definitely did become, and how much inboxes and DMs and people are definitely seeing what we are doing. And again, when we do release projects and do release music or anything that is out there, you guys are obviously right there, just throwing it out there and passing a message of every kind. And I appreciate. We appreciate you guys super duper much. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I love y'all. I do. But y'all gotta get the hell up out of here for the couple of weeks, man. Go with the Life Anime Podcast. Go with Mobcast after we finish this one big old last one, because after this, we're gonna go crazy. We love you guys, but in the words of what I have been grown up with, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. So long, farewell to you, my friend. So long, farewell, until we meet again. I say so long, farewell to you, my friend. For now, until we meet again. Oh, we love you guys.
And if y'all know that, we will love y'all forever.